just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Pages flip. Pages flip. Pages flip. Pages flip. Pens in flight. Pens in flight. One shot mind. One shot mind. Locked in right. Let's go. Tammy J. The note taking hero. Catching every word like a 0 to 0. Highlighters flash. Backs in a row. If you wanna remember, she's the pro you call. Tammy J. The note taking hero. Turning every stream to a power show. From doodles to deadlines, watch it go. Tammy J. Tammy J. No taking hero.
Hey, Tammy, how are... Chup. This is embarrassing. That was 2 days in a row. That's embarrassing. Oh boy. Whew.
Feeling kind of sad now.
That didn't go over well. We better do this.
Everyone, let's welcome to the show, Ketchup.
Was that better?
Yeah. I just said the other one made me sad because Tammy doesn't want to come on with us. We just want to have fun, Tammy J. We don't want to talk about any stupid stuff or any of the cases. We just want to have fun. That's it.
Well, did you hear the show? By the way, hello and happy Easter, all of you fine folks out there. Happy Easter. Leg warmer Lady Juliet, Dirk Bumblebees. I love Myrtle Beach, Krusty O Witch Badger John, Tracy Spencer, D-Wayne Rupp. Now D-Wayne wants fries. Jack's mom's here. Hello, my green flamingo. Brenda Velasquez. Hello, Faves is here. Hi, Faves and Carla.
Hi, Faves.
You, Carla. How are you, my friends? Jay, you are so mean to catch up. No, I got confused. I thought Tammy was on today. I thought it was Tammy on today. Oh boy. Hi, Maria P. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, my.
Happy Easter.
You got big plans for Easter today, Chop?
No, Jay, because remember my mom did her whole fake Easter for no reason thing last week?
Yeah, but I thought maybe you had your own thing going on, You know what my folks do? They put the Easter eggs out in the backyard for the kids to go find.
Oh, that's cool.
Inside the Easter eggs, it's the plastic ones, and there's money inside of them. Money.
That's cool.
That's why I usually go out and try and get them all as quickly as possible before the kids can. So I can grab all the big bucks.
Sounds like you.
My dad on Christmas, he has one of these money throwers to make it rain, where he puts
one of those guns.
Yeah, and he shoots it off on Christmas for everyone to run around and grab their money. And if you're lucky, you get the 20s and the hundreds and whatnot. But yeah, he shoots off the gun. Sometimes you just get ones, whoever gets them first. But he shoots off his gun all around the living room with money coming out of his, making it rain. You ever done that before, Chuck?
No.
No, my dad makes it rain. That sounds weird. Oh boy. Hey, by the way, today we only have about 25 minutes left of Cardi B, but I have something special brought up for you today. We're going to look into Christian Hillman, the most insufferable 18-year-old ever on planet Earth, in his interview, all right, I would say with police, all right, the most insufferable 18-year-old of all time. Yes, some of the language isn't great. All right, I'm going to prepare you for that, but trust me, you're going to want to see this D-bag. All right, trust me. I'll give you the backstory when we get there. But yeah, we're going to finish up Cardi B. Did you watch the show last night? Hey, Strange Little Badger said, Happy Chocolate Egg Day. Hey, Chup Chup and JJ Beans. Oh, thank you, my friend.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, my friend. Linda Harvey's here. Hi, Linda. Thank you, Strange Little Badger. Thank you. Robert Towers here. Jay, put the money back. Put the money back, says Robert Towers. No, no. Jay, don't lie. We all know the reason Jay angers his family, and the family brings out the boomsticks and goes hunting for Jay. No, they don't go hunting for just Jay Hip. No, no, no. I'm the child of the family. I mean, my sister's younger than me, but I'm the injured little fawn that needs to be nursed to health. After my divorce. Hi, Mama Bear Leah and Gwen the Ferret. How are you, my friends? How are you? Hi, Tracy. Oh, yes. No more donkeys. Yeah, no, I can't do any more donkeys. I already ruined one of the greatest dreams of all time because of an AI donkey. Oh,
well, you are a jackass.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Stephen Bear. How are you, Jay? You old goat herder? Okay. What? Hi, Puzzler. Did you watch the show last night that the Fleabags did?
I did.
I watched a bit of it. I don't catch much of their Saturday night stream because I get, it's just a recap. But they're really going after Coop. Man, Coop is enemy number one right now. And that Rosalind Duke, she's stupid.
Yeah, Coop. Fix your fence, Coop.
Yeah, Coop, your fence is terrible. And also don't write those bad checks. Coop wrote a bad check. All right?
And pull your weeds.
Pull your weeds, Megan Fox. Lavender, Dragonfly. How are you, my friend? Good morning. Good morning. Pull your weeds, Megan Fox. And Coop.
Yep.
Coop doesn't have a very nice property down there. It's a terrible property. It's a 3-bedroom. She made that clear. 3 beds.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, 3-bedroom house. It's not very nice. It's a terrible, terrible property with the bugs and the spiders and all the stuff all over there. So his place also isn't safe for a child.
He owns it. What does she own again?
Yeah. Hey, Rickles is here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she I don't think she owned. Well, no, she doesn't own her property. I think did she pay cash for it, or what'd she do?
No, she runs it.
Oh.
And there's nothing wrong with renting, but I'm just saying, before you're gonna talk shit about someone else.
Oh no, I was talking.
You should own your own shit. That's all I'm saying.
I was talking about Elemental P. She owns that property, right? Though.
Oh yeah.
Well, her and John Crook own the property. Yes, of course. Basically, everything's owned by John Crook and the Turtles. Okay, basically.
Oh yeah, because Elemental P doesn't own anything.
Yeah, Michelangelo and Donna Smello and
Leotardo. They own all the good stuff.
Raffle my ass off, please just raffle me off to somebody else, please.
I wonder who owns Jamie's drum set.
I don't know. I would like to know that. Mm-hmm. I tell you, they were having a fun little time last night with their Fed 2 stuff and talking their smack and doing their normal stuff. Now, of course, they didn't watch the Just J Hip show. I wasn't brought up other than to say, they were like, so did Just J Hip do a show? And, Tammy J's had a migraine from listening to Fleabag. So she's like, I was trying to recover from my migraine, so I didn't want to listen to his brilliant show. So no, I didn't do that, but I'm going to try and catch up on his brilliant show maybe tomorrow if I can. So yeah, she's gonna be trying to catch up on my brilliant show that I had with Star, and Jeremy Hales. Jeremy Hales was on the show. I made it. That's where I made the other mistake. Ketchup. Did you see? I accidentally played the Tammy J intro music again. But the thing is, Tammy J was there. She was just in back of the trailer. She couldn't fit in the seat, so she was in the trailer. All right.
Jay,
What?
that's not helping.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's what Jeremy Hales said. I don't agree, but he was bringing her up to Omaha to visit just J Hip for maybe another grocery shopping trip. Or
Doesn't she already live in Omaha, Jay?
no, she's 30 minutes north of Omaha, north of Omaha, 30 minutes where she lives. And no, she comes down here once in a while, and we get our Panera and stuff. Next Sunday, we're gonna have another round of Panera on just.
Too bad Stacy Kinnison doesn't go to your local Panera.
Yeah, you could have simply deleted the segment with the donkey. No, I could not have, Rosalind Duke.
That's
They
what I
pulled,
said.
nope, they pulled the whole stream down with no opportunity to delete the segment. That was not a possibility for me. The stream was stricken. All right, it said this is your first offense. It's not a strike. All right, but no, the entire stream was taken down and it would not allow me just to edit it out, Ross. That was not a thing. I would have loved to have done that, but no, they wouldn't allow me to. It wasn't even an option. So yeah, very sad, very sad. But we'll recreate the entire stream. We'll do the whole thing over the same way minus the AI donkey. Because yeah, that was terrible what just J Hip did. Just terrible, just terrible. I'm a monster. Hi, D Wayne Ramp. How are you, D Wayne?
Morning, Ross. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rosalind Duke. Oh, Rosalind, bet your chit. Oh, people, I would have thought you would get it right, but nope, you didn't. You didn't. You're just an instigator. You're an instigator. You're there to stir the turd. That's what you're there.
Stir the turd.
Yep. Yep. That's what
Take a
she's
bit.
there for. She's an instigator stirring the turd. That's what she's there to do. Happy says, no, you can't call me a B again. I won't, Happy. I won't. I only did it one time or twice. Hi, Christy. How are you, Christy Holmes? How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for dropping by. We're going to finish out Cardi B, and then we're going to go watch the most insufferable, entitled teen of all time, who is the dumbest teen of all time. And yes, I came across this somehow, and I was hooked. I was hooked on this dummy because he's so stupid and entitled. But don't worry, he's currently in prison. All right, so don't you worry. Hi, Kimmy. Kimmy, how are you, my friend? How are you? How is everyone? Have a great Easter, everyone. Let's hop into
Faves, I gotta ask Faves. Faves, when do you have to leave? Because I know you have to go travel today to your family. I just want to make sure that if she has to go, she can go whenever she needs to go.
Oh yeah, babes, you go whenever you need to go. Yeah, you don't. You go. You do you. It's Easter. It's Easter. You know.
Yeah.
We got this covered. Me and D. Wayne Ramp and Robert Tower. We got this covered. And Chup Chup and Rosalind Duke, Rosa Puke. We got this covered. We do. We do. You don't need to stay if you got things to do, of course. I won't hold it against you. I just probably won't talk to you much anymore.
Shut up, Jay.
Hey, David Del Prince is here. Hi, David. How are you, my friend? And I'm sure at some point in time, Ellie Riddle was probably at the very top of the stream somewhere. Much love, Ellie. How are you, all of my fine friends? Let's check in with Cardi B. I got
Oh,
the...
Rosalind said it's not saved in StreamYard?
No, it was pulled. I'll double check that. As far as I know,
She doesn't know what that means, Ross.
I'll double check StreamYard. But
Don't
however,
touch anything, Jay. Just let Ross look.
yeah, normally Normally, YouTube sends me a thing saying, "Do you want us to clip this out?" And then we'll put it back up. And I go, "Yeah, that's cool." And then they do so. But in this case, they did not. They just took it down and said, "Screw you, dude. No AI donkeys in your show. No,
Hey,
no."
Coop. I'm surprised you have time to be here. Shouldn't you be fixing your fence?
Yeah, go fix your fence, Coop. Fix your terrible fence. All right. By the way, stop writing bouncing checks, Coop. That's fraud. That's a felony.
I know. It's a mod squad today.
Hi, Tree God. Hi, Tree God. How are you? No, we have a whole bunch of people in chat. There's 77 people here, Rosalind. 77 people are here. Tree God's here. Tree God's here and happy. Now, there is mostly just members here today because everybody's green over here for the most part. Because just J Hemp actually does. Hey, did you see the members only stream Fleabag's doing today?
No.
Oh, it's because they're not doing one, of course. Yeah.
Of course not.
And 70 of them are mods. No, I don't have 70 mods. I have like 9 or something. I don't know.
I know. All we need is Jeremy and Star, and we'll be almost
Yeah,
all the mods will be here.
I know. I even have one of the greatest mods in the world. Jeremy Hales is a mod over here. Jeremy Hales. All right, is Jeremy Hales mod for Coop? Nope. Or is Jeremy Hales mod for Tug? Nope. Megan Fox? Nope. But he mods over here for just J Hip because he's a member of the mod squad. I made him a member of the mod squad because I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. And that's what I do. They must be searching someone else. I've never bounced a check. No, that's not true, Mr. Coop. You bounced 3 of them to the same company. You did.
Whatever, Mark. We're not believing your lies.
Yeah, Mark. Hey, Jeremy Hales says, I'm over here doing the Lord's work on the Lord's Day. Thank you, Jeremy Hales. This is
See? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Jeremy Hales. This is supposed to be your day of rest. Oh, no. Oh, no.
All we need is Star.
Thank you, Jeremy, for being here. By the way, Jeremy, I have good news for you. I was watching the Fleabag show last night, and she's got a lot of other stuff that she's going to be covering coming up, so she's not going to be focusing on what the hell's. Now, that stuff's going to come up occasionally, but really outside of Sunday Spun Day, really not going to be a whole lot of what the hell's covered. So you lucked out there, Jeremy. I just saw that last night. She said that they have a lot of other trials and court things and stuff they're going to be discussing over there. Very, very good show. Very good show. Well, no, Coop. She didn't show any proof. Of course, she didn't show any proof. And she just said stuff.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Proof? She doesn't need that.
Hi, Lori loves Montana. I like Montana too. Never been there, but the name sounds cool. Hi, Pancakes. Montana. Yeah, it's a good name. Good name for a state.
I've never been there, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm sure you got stuff there. You got like
like mountains and stuff.
Yeah, you got like mountains and crap up there. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good place. From what I've read,
Do they still have roads that don't have speed limits there? I heard that they used to have roads that didn't have speed limits.
You know what I heard? I heard that there are states where you can't pump your own gas.
Yeah, I heard that too. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, like Oregon or something, or I don't know, like New York recently is just allowed to pump their own gas or so. I don't know what states. I don't want to tell, and he tells us.
We've been getting ripped off, Jay.
I actually would prefer it though, because we only have, as far as I know, one self-service or one full-service gas station here in Omaha that I know of. And I used to drive out of my way to go there in the winter because it'd be like, it's chilly out there. I'm going to go up there, and I would drive halfway across town just to go there. but 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 now I'm like, I sucked it up. I'm like a man now. I'm like, I'm gonna go out and pump my own gas.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I seen a gas station that's full service. It's
I'm
been
like,
years.
I'm like, even if, of course, I wait till the car's beeping at me before I ever put gas in it. All right.
Of
I'm
course, and then you drive another 5 or 6 miles, I'm sure.
probably more like 20. But I'm always on the way to work and it beeps, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get gas in the next day or two. This is terrible.
I'll get it on the way home. And then on the way home, you're like, I'm tired. I'll get it later.
Stephen Bear says New Jersey. Oh, it's New Jersey. Yep. There's some weird states out there where you can't pump your own gas, but you know what? New Jerseyans probably shouldn't be pumping their own gas. I wouldn't trust them either. That makes sense. That makes sense. But much love to any New Jerseyans out there. All right. No, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Do you need some type of certificate or something to pump gas there?
Maybe it's a union thing. Maybe it's a union. You know what's funny?
Hmm.
About I'll mention this quick. I might have mentioned it before. You know what? Costco's not a union company. However, they are sort of. There are like a handful of Costco's that are unionized in New York. Now, Costco got worried because it would probably bring down their business. So what they did was they told all the other Costco's in the country, if you don't unionize, we'll give you what these people are getting. All right. That's why, like, the cart guys out there go and get the carts, then
Mm-hmm.
they make $20 an hour. All right. So, no, they get paid very well at Costco, but it's kind of their agreement. Like, if any other stores unionize, then we're not going to be doing this. We'll just shut the stores down because actually it's easier for them to shut a store down, open up a new store, and start over. It's actually cheaper than to unionize. So, 5 stores unionized or so. I don't know, a handful in New York or other places. And no, they were like, listen, if you stop the unionization, we will do X, Y, and Z for you fine folks. And they have. They lived up to their name, or to their word. And yes, they that's why they get paid pretty well at the Costco. The Costco people get paid good. They get good money.
We have cheap gas.
Yeah, check it out. Go check it out. Hi, Lynn in 71. How are you, my friend? Lurking as I'm cleaning whilst listening with my headphones. So no screaming. I'll try not to scream. My bad. We're going to talk very quiet.
Yeah, keep it down, Jay.
Very quiet. I get excited. Hey, Yamaha Banker's here. Hey, Banker, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Yamaha.
All right, well, let's finish out Cardi B here. We don't have a whole lot left, and then we'll get to the insufferable. All right, Christian Hillman. Yes, the insufferable Christian Hillman. Oh boy. Let me turn the volume up.
Where did you go? Did you leave the building? Did you go to your doctor's office? Where did you go next?
To my doctor's office.
And where did Miss Imani Ellis go?
I don't know.
Did she see you walk into the doctor's office? Did you see Miss Imani Ellis when you walked into your doctor's office?
Did I saw her?
Right.
Who was arguing? The receptionist came out. She got in between us. They were like, kind of like, she was like trying to calm her down. The doctor was already coming out. He was like, go to my office. So I'm like, after that, I just went to his office and I never seen her again.
And when this, how long after, from the moment you saw Miss Imani Ellis, how long after did the doctor think he come out of his office? Was it in the middle, towards the end? Can you give us an estimate of time?
Can you repeat that a little bit?
Sure. So, just for argument's sake, I'm going to estimate the time was 2 minutes. I'm not saying it was. It could have been half a minute. Just for argument. So during the 2 minutes that you and her were outside in the hallway, screaming at each other, whatever you were doing, for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finke come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
But it wasn't 2 minutes though.
Time out. Go ahead.
It wasn't.
I'll withdraw the question.
Objection. No one knows what the living hell you just asked.
I know. This guy's the worst.
It would be like literally nobody knows what you just asked. But and then he asked, "Do you understand the question?" Nobody does. Plain not understanding this question.
All right. Let's do it again. How many seconds? I need to know this. How many seconds were you and Miss Imani Ellis in the hallway? Let's just pick a time. You pick it.
I'll say from like the beginning all the way to like walking down, it had to be like a minute or less.
Okay. And you say walking down. You mean walking into Dr. Finke's office or leaving the building?
Excuse me?
When you say walking down where?
Remember, I got off the elevator, so I'm walking, trying to find the room, the office. So in between that was like the minute there. Like after I like the verbal dispute, it had to be like 20 seconds of that.
Okay. Fine.
So at this point, both sides will be giving our closing argument, basically a summation of everything you've heard.
That's it?
Just so you can jot down things, take notes if you feel comfortable.
Well, these are just the highlights of the thing. It's a 4-hour stream covering. It's all the highlights. So if there's anything left,
Missed like a lot of her testimony. Okay, that sucks.
this is the one you sent me.
Well, that's the only one I could find on YouTube. There's like nothing.
Okay,
But I
well,
watched the actual trial when it happened, so I
No.
knew that there was more. But
there's a ton of them, but this 4-hour one seemed to grab all the highlights, actually.
well, it's not your fault. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
that
so
stinks.
well, we're going to get to some closing arguments, and the jury's decision will come out very quickly, of course.
So you all heard all of the evidence in this case, and the distinction between a civil case and a criminal case are different. And what that means is, in a civil case, our proof, what has to be in the box, is greater than 50%. Touch more than 50%, maybe a featherweight more than 50%. 51%.
Man, he's killing it already.
100%. The standard is a little bit more than 50%.
Now that
In this case, you've heard lots and lots of testimony. We've had the plaintiff who's testified. We've had the plaintiff's mother who's testified. We've had the plaintiff's grandmother who's testified. Those three witnesses explained their recollection about the scar. There was testimony that the scar or the cut came from this incident. That's a very, very important fact. There's really nothing to contradict that. If anything, our expert witness, Dr. Mulliken, you remember he came to court. He's a very well-respected doctor that specializes in plastic surgery. And his testimony was that, in his opinion, as an expert, that when the way that this scar, the way that this cut happened was from fingernails, and that there were 3 different scrapes, 3 different scratches, and that the middle one was the deepest one, and that's really the one that he worked on. Now, the issue in this case, well, before I go to that, is the photograph that you saw, okay, which is in evidence. There's a photograph of the scar, which is a 2-centimeter scar. The photograph, because of the skin color, it does not show well in photos. the cut that was on the face does not show up as well. So you may have to really look at it deeper than just had it been someone else.
The scratch was invisible to the naked eye,
The other
but
thing that I
trust me, bro, it was there.
You may have to look at it deeper than like anything else or something. But who is this Saran wrap? Is it like he clearly has no idea what he's talking about. But no, see the middle finger. That was the deadly strike. All right, there was 3 fingernail scratches, but the middle one, that was the deadly strike that nearly killed off. Hi, Cat's Tiny Kitchen. How are you? I saw a few others pull in. Carol Manson. I saw you here, and Kimmy Lisa and Lisa Farr. How are you, my friends? I saw you pull in. But hey, Bonnie's here. Bonnie's here. Yeah, he should be in the bathroom. Actually, you're right, Bonnie. If he's gonna be litigating this case properly. Hi, Chuck E. Cheese. How are you, my friend? How are you? Because the fleas was talking a lot of crap about me last night. I didn't think they were talking. They were talking about me. I didn't hear them say much about Just J-Hip.
Yeah, I didn't say a whole lot about you.
I thought they were saying Just J-Hip was amazing.
Well, I didn't hear that part either, but, you know.
I think, yeah, because Fleabag said, she said, Just J-Hip's the only show I really watch because it's so funny and good and well polished and put together.
Well, Tammy tried to say some stuff, but Fleabag just steamrolled right over her.
I mean, I gave her intro music. What more does she want? Because Dragon's Gravy sent me intro music, of course, for Tammy J. And I thought she was coming on the show, but it turned out to be a disappointment because it was just Jeremy Hills and George.
I know. What a bust.
The chat was all excited, like, oh my God, Tammy J. And then they're like, just German George, Germ.
If you would have done that without me being on, I would have never talked to you again. That's how I knew it was fake.
I told Star ahead of time. I said, hey, I got something special for Jeremy Hills when he comes on. I said, I got special intro music. Sit tight for this one. This one's going to be funny. It's called showmanship. Flea was awkwardly obsessed with you, Jay, as with Jeremy Hills, but then look at her booger eating moron of a husband. So desperation and all. It makes a horrid perfume. Yeah, well, Fleabag does actually like Just J-Hip. We do talk behind the scenes. We are buddies. This whole thing, all right, it's a scam. All right, because behind the scenes, we're all buddies. I'm talking with Fleabag, and I'm like, what are you guys doing tonight? Because I want to play off your stupid. And she's like, well, I'm going to do this stupid stuff. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to do this really awesome stuff. And then she's like, okay. But you saw they had a giveaway last night. They had a giveaway. They got to 11 last night. You saw that, Chop Chop. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I know I got a little ballsy with my with my goal of 50, but at the same time I knew I had a wonderful flea cap, and I also knew Jeremy was going to be on, so I was like, I think we'll be okay. Setting a hefty goal, which I nearly never set a goal, but I knew.
Yeah. And they should count the memberships somehow too. That doesn't, count towards the goal, so that you kind of get gypped that way.
I know it's BS, but that's why I always keep track of them on my end. And also on top of that, I sent my wonderful email to Paint Chips telling him, in your honor, I'm going to set a goal of 50 super chats for my show. And while you do your show for 44 people and no money, I'm going to do something special in your honor, Paint Chips. And so that was the whole goal behind it. It was to rub it in Paint Chips' face because he's such a loser. But meanwhile, this attorney's killing it over here. He's doing a pretty good job. I bet you he wins.
Oh, totally.
Jay,
You kidding me? He only needs 50% of the featherweight plus a feather.
yeah, plus one feather. One feather,
Yeah.
50 pounds of feathers.
Right.
Yeah, needs 51 pounds of feathers. Or
That's it.
I don't know. He made it weird.
I wanted to highlight.
It's over
is-
for Cardi.
I really just don't understand. The defendant came here, used all of this foul language. This is a court of law. You cannot speak this way in court. I have never seen this before. And for her to use all of those words, F word, B word, all these different words, it's a disrespect to us. It's a disrespect to the judge. It's disrespect to this courthouse. You cannot come to court and say these kind of words. It's just disrespectful. And just because Miss also known as Cardi B is a celebrity, doesn't mean that she could just say and do whatever she wants and attack people.
Well, hold on. Now what? She's in trouble for something she said in the court? I thought this was about a scratch to the face. Now what? She's on trial for something completely new. In the closing arguments? This is stupid. This guy's a dummy. This is the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, this is called throwing moldy spaghetti noodles at the wall.
I know. Yeah, do hit the like button. Please hit the like button for Just Jab and Chump Chump. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. And thank you, Faves, for putting that in there. Also, don't forget that this chat is protected. It's not to be used anywhere else.
Okay, I'm on it.
Thank you, because we don't want Dumb Bonnie feeling left out, because she's back at it again.
Oh yeah, she is.
Okay. If you recall, just to give you a little bit of background about Miss Ellis. When she was 19 years old, she moved out of her house. She went to college. She's a college graduate. She has a bachelor's. She went on to become a security guard for 4 years, from 2014 to 2018. She did whatever.
There you go,
she
Jay.
did whatever she needed to
Thank
do
you.
to become a licensed
Welcome.
security guard, and she did that job. And when this incident happened in 2018, that was cut off. She lost her future in security work, in
Her
something
future
further,
in security
whether it's
work?
FBI, police, attorney, whatever.
She can't go to the FBI, the police. Nope. Cardi B took all of that away from her. Yep.
Maybe she wanted to be a mall cop.
She was heavily invested in security work as
Big dreams.
big dream. She was gonna go undercover as an undercover security guard. She had talking to Paul Blart, I guess. I mean,
She wanted to work at the Empire State Building someday.
if this dummy mentions Paul Blart, I'm gonna go nuts. They made 2 movies about Paul Blart. He was wonderful. I mean, this is crazy what they did to her.
Yamaha.
Lesbian life studies pays off. Don't knock lesbian life studies. Good course. I took that one. That was a good one.
Jay took it twice, I'm sure.
I know I flunked the first time, but
You're a terrible lesbian, Jay.
Wanted to do this incident, cut it off, no more, because of the trauma that she sustained. And I get it. There were doctors who gave their opinions. For example, the defense brought Dr. Rosenberg. Nice guy, gentleman. He complimented me Maybe he's doing that because he's a psychiatrist and he knows what to say to twist everything. But the point is, he got $40,000 to come here and basically tell us that the plaintiff didn't suffer any emotional injury. That's not the facts. The facts are Imani Ellis was working as security guard. There was a change. Okay, it's very, very traumatic to be assaulted and battered. I can only imagine the embarrassment, the emotions, the pain that Miss Imani Ellis suffered. Now, in this case, there was overwhelming testimony that Miss Ellis was working as a security guard at the time of the incident. There's no question. She was in full uniform. She had a badge on. Even the defendant admitted, yes, I understood that this person was a security guard. And there has to be some level of respect. These are not doormen or doorwomen. The defendant, when she came to the building, instead of listening to the plaintiff, to listening to her commands, you got to do this, you got to do that, please leave the building, different commands were given to her, which none were followed.
Hey, Michael.
They were all ignored.
Oh, Michael.
Instead, the defendant thought that, Miss Ellis was on her phone. She was telling people that I'm here. These were the thoughts that were going through her head at the time, and she's testified to it. However, that's not the case. Miss Ellis testified that she's never had a fight before. She's never done anything to harm anybody. She's never had any fight with anybody. And her mother and her grandmother also testified. She's a model citizen. She's a hardworking person. And she simply, her whole goal of doing this, to be here and sit here and go through this, is so she could move on with her life. Sometimes people have to be heard. So by you all being here and hearing everything that's gone on, you have given her a sense of closure where she can move on and go on to the next step and the next phase. She's only 32 years old and she has plans. She has plans to do other things in her life. So we're very thankful that you gave us that opportunity. Each and every one of you, we're very thankful. The other thing I wanted to mention is the phone. It would be impossible for someone to be videotaping someone and be on a phone call at the same time. I tried it myself. And the error message that you would get if you tried it is recording video is not available while on the call. So it couldn't be. The two of them couldn't be done at the same time. Miss Ellis told Cardi B multiple times, I am not recording you. I am not telling anybody that you are here. I'm simply doing my job. And instead of maybe agreeing or investigating further, Miss Almanzar, Cardi B, got angry and started yelling and cursing and spitting on Miss Ellis and calling her different words, using the N-word to disrespect her, calling her the B-word, calling her fat, anything to try to trigger her and make her upset and embarrass her. Sometimes words are more painful than the physical. And to add insult to injury, she then cut her face and caused a scar on her face.
Oh my God.
This is the most traumatic event I've ever come across in my life.
Yeah. These are the most scratchiest scratches that ever scratched.
I got scratched and she called me the B word and the N word and What the living hell? Isn't Cardi B black though?
She's black and like Puerto Rican, I think.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, I'm not a. I don't know. I thought they got to do that stuff. I don't know. I thought that was.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
don't get involved.
ridiculous.
I don't get involved in that stuff, but I'm pretty sure, that's what they do. Sometimes, but yes, I understand how traumatic this was for the security guard. Very terrible, very terrible. What happened to the security guard who now cannot go into the FBI or the police or even Space Force? Life is destroyed, but now she's going in a different direction. She's going to go be a teacher or something, or yoga instructor. I don't know. She's got new plans now, so that's good. That's good.
And what happened then? Miss Ellis had to go see different doctors. The court did read about Dr. Scher a sentence that basically that it's undisputed Dr. Scher died, and Miss Ellis basically testified that initially, a couple months after the
it's undisputed that Dr. Scher died.
That's somehow Cardi's fault too.
It is undisputed. Nobody's even. The doctor is dead. You've got to be freaking kidding me. That's one of his hard-hitting points. Clearly, the doctor's is dead. No one's even even the defense did not even say that the doctor was dead. They didn't even dispute that. Clearly dead.
The plastic surgeon that never was.
I tell you, I think he just made the case right there. The doctor clearly is dead.
incident, she saw Dr. McKenzie, a psychologist, through her workers' compensation. She was given that. She got 7 visits with that doctor. During that time, she also saw Dr. Scher, who's another plastic surgeon. Unfortunately, we don't have him here. We don't have his records because he passed away. So that's why that was read to you in open court, so that it's some sense of fairness. Why there's no records from Dr. Scher.
Objection, Your Honor.
Then we learned throughout the case that when Cardi B came to the building, she caused a disturbance. She was yelling and screaming at the top of her lungs, going crazy, yelling and screaming to the point where 2 other witnesses, Miss Malcolm, which was the secretary of the doctor, and Dr. David Finke, was so loud that those 2 people came out after about 40 to 50 seconds. Now, the issue with that is those 2 witnesses didn't see the 4 things that happened before that, which happened in the 40 to 50 seconds before. So yes, they're witnesses, but they're not witnesses to that first part, that first segment, which would include taking a swing at Miss Ellis, spitting on Miss Ellis, calling her the N-word, and ultimately cutting her face. None of that was seen by those 2 witnesses. So yeah, they're witnesses, but they're witnesses to the aftermath. They're witnesses to what happened afterwards. They're not eyewitnesses. They don't know what really happened. And when they arrived, Miss Ellis was so upset. Can you imagine all those 4 things happening, being disrespected, embarrassed? Who knows what else happened? All of that was done to her, and she still was able to contain herself to a certain degree. But yeah, sure. I mean, naturally, she was angry. She was emotional. So when these 2 witnesses come out of their offices, they can only see an angry person. They didn't see what led up to that. And they had assumed that it's her fault, maybe.
or that she did something wrong. But again, those two witnesses didn't really see much. They saw something after the fact. And then you have Miss Malcolm, who decided on her own, this was her choice, to squeeze herself in between the two people. Well, that's a risk that she took. And if she somehow got a cut to her face or a scratch or something, well, we don't know who did that. We really don't know. She didn't even know. Miss Malcolm testified that she did not know who scratched her face. She has no idea. What does that mean? It could be from either one. It could be from the commotion that's going on. These things happen so fast, we have no real idea as to.
The commotion caused the scratch to the face.
So did you see Cardi? She was like acting like she was falling asleep.
I know. It was a commotional. It was a commotional injury. Living hell is this guy doing? Yeah, Cardi's so bored with this. She's like, oh, geez, I got shit to do. I mean, right now I have a WAP. I gotta get out of here. Oh, oops.
Yeah. She's on a sold-out tour right now.
There was no video camera. There was no other witnesses that actually saw it. So it really comes down to one thing. Do you believe Miss Ellis? Why not? You should. She's a hard-working security guard. She was doing her job with no prior.
Why not? Because you should. Because she's a hardworking security guard. So, for God's sakes, you have to believe Miss Alice. I mean, clearly. Why not? Because you should.
Because he said so.
Greatest argument ever.
Right after. Well, you can't see the scratch.
Yeah, you're going to have to look
But trust
deep.
me, it's there.
Look deep. Hey, Valor. Friend. Hey, Valor. Hi, friend Slaco. How are you? Yeah, it's a scratch commotion. That's what took place. Very big one. Very big one. It was terrible. Terrible what Cardi B did. Allegedly.
Anything. At some point during the trial, the defendant showed you Exhibit 232. If you all remember this photograph, Exhibit 232, this is a photograph. Now, the issue with this photograph is there's really no way to know the date that this photograph was taken. There's no way to know. We don't know when it was taken. There is no proof of when this photograph was taken. It could have been taken at any time, before or after the incident. It could have been, and in this case, the defendant testified that this photograph was taken on the date of the incident.
Objection, Your Honor.
That was her testimony. But where's the proof? Do you really believe that a celebrity can't prove when this photograph was taken? She testified that this photograph was taken at the NBA All-Star game. There's no proof of that anywhere. That's just false. There is proof of when this photograph was taken. It just wasn't given to us. It wasn't provided to us. So we can't rely on this photograph because there's no date on this photograph.
Because they don't know what date the NBA All-Star game was on?
They can't look that up.
Yeah, apparently not.
Well, that was killer. That was killer right there. I tell you, I'm sold. I'm sold. Man, I'm based.
Now joined by the members of our jury and alternate. And who is the foreperson? Do we have a foreperson? Number 3? And if you reached a verdict,
Yes.
can you hand the verdict to the?
Oh, her lawyer didn't do closing?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I can look that up later. Hi, Lisa Rats. How are you? New word.
All right, can the clerk please read the verdict?
Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles, Imani Ellis, plaintiff, versus Vocales Merlenes Almazar, Cardi B, does 1 through 50, inclusive defendant. Case number 20 STCV 07031. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Section A, assault and battery. Question 1. The plaintiff, Imani Ellis, prove all of the following elements of battery. 1. Defendant Vocales Merlenes Almanzar, Ms. Almanzar, touch Ms. Ellis in the intent to harm or offend Ms. Ellis. Number 2, Ms. Ellis did not consent to being touched. Number 3, Ms. Ellis was harmed or offended by Ms. Almanzar's conduct. And 4, a reasonable person in Ms. Ellis' situation would have been offended by the touching. Answer, no. Question 2, did Ms. Ellis prove all of the following elements of assault? Number 1, Ms. Almanzar acted with the intent to cause harmful or offensive contact with Ms. Ellis. Number 2, Ms. Ellis reasonably believed that she was about to be touched in a harmful or an offensive manner.
Hey, Clark. I got good news for you, Clark. This is important. Apparently, you're a super spy. And
Yeah,
it
I
was
heard that. Hey, Clark.
it's
Keep your mask on, Clark.
He's a super duper spy. Is debunking stuff. Is this Clark Stark now? Clark, you made the Fleabag show last night in the chat, and apparently they asked, do you know who Clark Stark is? Because apparently he's a super duper undercover guy who is debunking everything or something.
I think they actually called him a spy.
I think so. Yeah, Clark. You made the show last night, Clark. And yes, you're a super duper. Wow, how things have gone with Clark Stark and the whole boner crusher situation. OMG.
Doing a great job, Clark.
Pow pow. Yeah, you're Clark Starking everybody. These guys do know I run a comedy show over here, right? I mean, they figured that out. Well, maybe not yet, but at some point in time.
I have a question for Clark. Does anyone in your real life know about all this nonsense?
Yeah, are you telling your friends and family about this, Clark? Because that would be an amazing story to tell. Like apparently, I made a random comment in just J Hip's chat, and now all of a sudden, I'm like a thing.
I'm famous on YouTube, and I don't even have a channel.
I didn't even do anything. I made a comment. Next thing you know, there's videos about. I told my oldest son. He thinks it's hilarious. These dummies. It is so adorable to watch these dummies.
I just had to know that. Thanks, Clark.
Squat Thrust gifted 10 Just J Hip membership. Thank you so much, my friend. If you get one of those, thanks, Squat Thrust. I'm sorry.
There's 2 T's in squat thrust.
Yeah, there is. It's 2
I'm
names.
just being a smartass.
But make sure you thank Squat Thrust. And remember, we're clown losers over here. And if you don't like the show, that's okay. I'll have Gabe on next week. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. He's always too high.
We need to have Clark on. Clark, when are you coming on?
Yeah, when can we get Clark Stark on? Yeah, Clark, when are you available? You email me up. You hit me up. Well, contact me. Thank you, Squat Thrust. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Ooh, I have something for that, Jay. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Dragon's Grave. Looking forward to it because I tell you, this Squat Thrust is also an agent. Also, oh really? Yeah, you contact me, Clark. Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of this. But I don't want to destroy your identity. I want you to, keep undercover, keep doing the good work down there. That's what I pay you for. All right. Now it's at $4,000 a month now. All right, which cuts into my $12,000 I get.
4,000. You were giving him 8,000 or something.
No. I give him $4,000 a month now. It was just a one-time fee of $4,000, but now it's just $4,000 a month. But Jeremy Hells gives me 12, and that leaves me with just 8. So I'm a little limited. On my funds are drying up, but that's okay. That's okay. Doing the Lord's work over here, and well, don't forget. We're also doing it. We did a memorial, so we're terrible, terrible people because of the memorial that never was. We're terrible, garbage people.
Scum of the earth.
Yep, scum of the earth, scumbags, losers. But don't worry, the memorial's in a different place.
Thanks, Robert. You're killing it.
It's what's called the memorial's in a different place. It's called in their imaginations.
It's called They're Never Gonna Show You.
Hey in the clouds, thank you for gifting 10 Just J-Hip memberships. Thank you, my friend. If you get one of those, thank in the clouds. They work hard for their money. Remember, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it.
Dwayne said I don't have to meow anymore. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, but in the clouds, like some meow. In the clouds.
Dwayne made me feel stupid, so now I don't want to meow.
Thank you, in the clouds. Don't forget, after Cardi B here, we're going to get to the most insufferable 18-year-old ever on planet Earth.
Number 3, Miss Ellis did not consent to Miss Almanzar's conduct. Number 4, Miss Ellis was harmed. And number 5, Miss Almanzar's conduct was a substantial factor in causing Miss Ellis's harm. Answer, no. Section B, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Question 5, did Miss Ellis prove all of the following elements of intentional infliction of emotional distress? 1, Miss Almanzar engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct beyond mere insults, threats, indignities, annoyances, hurt feelings, or other trivialities that a reasonable person is expected to endure. 2, Miss Almanzar intended to cause Miss Ellis emotional distress. Number 3, Miss Ellis suffered severe emotional distress. And number 4, Ms. Almanzar's extreme and outrageous conduct was a substantial factor in causing Ms. Ellis to suffer severe emotional distress. Answer, no. Section C, negligence and contributory negligence. Number 8, did Ms. Ellis prove all of the following elements of negligence? Number 1, Ms. Almanzar was negligent. Number 2, Ms. Almanzar's negligence caused Ms. Ellis to suffer physical harm rather than only emotional distress. And 3, Ms. Almanzar's negligence was a substantial factor in causing Ms. Ellis's harm. Answer, no. Section D, punitive damages. Question 12, did you answer question 4 and 7? Answer, no. Signed this date, September 2nd, 2025, by foreperson George Uloa, number 3.
All right, is it in Mr. Poladry? No. All right, let me ask the foreman, was it unanimous as to all the questions?
Yes.
All right, so the question that the clerk is going to be asking is, was it unanimous as to all questions?
Question 1.
Or just all questions?
As to all questions?
Was it unanimous?
Was it unanimous?
Yes.
Let me go through each of the groups. Was it unanimous?
Was it unanimous, juror number 1?
Yes.
Number 2?
Yes.
Number 3?
Yes.
Number 4?
Yes.
Number 5?
Yes.
Number 6?
Yes.
Number 7?
Yes.
Number 8?
Yes.
Number 9?
Yes.
Number 10?
Yes.
11?
Yes.
12.
Yes.
All right, sounds like it was unanimous verdict as to all questions. Can the clerk please record the verdicts?
The verdict has been recorded, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and dedication to this case. I know that you've paid a great deal of attention throughout the matter, which was especially evidenced by the questions that you did submit. I want to thank you for that time and attention on behalf of myself, the parties, the court system, as well as the people of California. As I indicated before, this system does not work unless people like you are able and willing to serve. And so I want to thank you once again. Throughout the trial, I have admonished you that you could not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. And at this point in time, I am relieving you from the admonition. You can speak with anyone about the case from this time forward. I suspect that there's going to be not only the parties that will want to speak with you, but I suspect also the members of the press are going to want to speak with you. And so I'm going to tell you this. I'm telling the members of the media this, and I'm telling the parties and their assistants that it's up to you whether or not you want to speak with anyone. If you don't want to speak with anyone, then you can just head right out the double doors, out the elevators. If there's press outside that want to speak with you, you can just walk past them. Don't let them stop you. If you do want to speak with them, then go ahead and you can wait outside the double doors. We're not going to be speaking with anyone in the courtroom. And if you do speak with someone, please be respectful of the views of any of your other jurors in terms of the deliberations. You can speak with respect to your point of view and how you saw the case. And the other admonition or the other issue with respect to speaking with people is that it's got to be at a reasonable time and place. And so if people start bothering you, or if people reach out to you that's inconvenient for you and they continue to do so, let me know and I'll take care of it, okay? All right, with that, once again, I want to thank you. You are now dismissed.
I didn't see that in the Afro Man trial.
What?
Like the judge, like saying words like that to the jury.
No, that's because he was butthurt.
Yeah, he seemed like kind of a prick, and yeah,
he was too busy having a fit.
Yeah, he didn't thank them for their time. He didn't give them advice as far as the media. Nothing. He just told them they all sucked and to go to hell, and for now on, see things the way he sees things. So yeah, that was kind of weird, because I thought normally after watching that trial, most judges are supposed to be sucky and are supposed to like say, admonish the jury for their decision. So that's not how it's supposed to normally go?
No.
Oh. Oh.
Clark. I love the name change.
Oh, Clark Stark, super spy guy. Yeah, I couldn't believe the dummies that was even in their chat last night. Although it is true. I mean, I did send Clark up to Iowa to put the tracker on Boner Crusher's travel trailer. That is true. And that occurred. All right. That happened. All right. Allegedly. And I did send Clark down and paid for Clark to go down to Florida, all right, to listen into Fleabag's home. That happened very clearly. I did pay Clark to go to Otter Creek to put on the Mr. Coop ghillie suit, all right, and to go take pictures of Elemental P's house. Very important. Very. I made sure that we paid him to do that. Very clear that happened. I look forward to this investigation.
She said again last night. She's like, well, I don't know if it was Coop. I mean, I don't think it was. Well, maybe not, but
Most
it
likely.
really looks like his profile, though.
Yeah, most likely it was. It's pretty much Coop, but probably not. But maybe. I think so. The police are checking all of their license plate numbers. M and Mrs. Coop. Oh, yeah, they got both the Coops. They're getting looked into. Now, it might have even been Rosalind Duke in disguise. You think it was Ross?
What?
Well, I'm just saying.
Sorry. Faves just said something in the chat that blew my mind, so I have to go and verify if this is real.
Ketchup, Robert posted an actual link. What? Okay. Hey, he did! Robert Tower!
Oh, awesome!
Good job, Robert. Oh, look, you did another one.
It's for Faves! Amazing!
Good job, Robert. Good job. You're earning your keep over here. You're earning your keep. Big bucks. The big bucks.
Hey, Peculiar.
Yeah, happy. Jay, look what Robert did. Yes, twice. He's amazing. He's earning his keep over here. He's making the big bucks now. That's how you get into the big bucks. Oh man. I tell you, let's get to the, if you guys don't mind, can we get to the most insufferable teen in the history of planet Earth? Can we do that? Would that be okay with you guys, with you fine folks? I mean...
Yeah, Jay. I mean, none of us can do anything to stop you, so...
That's true. Now, this here, this is Christian Hillman. Christian Hillman was driving his motorcycle, his motorbike around, all right, in his ATV, all right, up in the country. They're riding around, all right. And an old guy was traveling behind him, but a little too close. Somehow, this teen, all right, 18-year-old, ends up, they both pull into a church parking lot to talk about the situation, allegedly. Now, he claims that the old guy, who, let me clarify, we find out that he has, let's just say, mobilization problems. All right, let's just say he's not quick on his feet. All right, he's old. All right, allegedly, he claims that this old dude gets out of his car and then grabs him around the neck and is choking him. Well, Christian Hillman here beats him up. He makes it very clear he gave him an ass whooping. All right, that's what he did. He said, because, it was self-defense. All right, and then he beats the guy to death.
What?
Oh, yes. 5 weeks later, approximately, the guy actually dies from his injuries. All right, he beats the guy to death and then goes home. All right, now.
What the hell?
This is in a church parking lot where there is a church service of some sort going on. There's
a great Easter story, Jay.
There's a lot of witnesses to this that he doesn't even know about because they watched it in real time. All right. And this guy is such a douche. All right. I mean, literally, his behavior is insane in this interrogation. All right. Yes, he gets convicted, and I'll give you even the backstory there. Jay, I got a link of the most insane standoff. I'll send it to you. Okay, I'll check that out, Veller. But right now, I'm going to focus. There might be some language in here, all right, that you may not approve of. Just understand. I'm pointing out what big of a douche this guy is. He is terrible. All right. And he doesn't even, now when he gets sentenced, his lawyer won't even let him talk to the victims. They're like, nah, we can't let you say a word. We got to keep you quiet for appeal because, quite frankly, you can't be trusted to speak. All right. I mean, literally, you cannot be trusted to speak. Yes, he kicked him so hard with his boots. In his head, his steel-toed boots. While the man was on the ground unconscious, he kept kicking him in his head. All right. I'll have to double check and see where this was. Give me 1 sec. I can look it up. Christian Hillman. There we go. Let's see. It was in Michigan. That was in Michigan. Okay, yes. And then he goes to prison. Guess what he's got now? He's got a teardrop under his eye. Yeah, because
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh no. Christian Hillman, biggest douchebag on planet Earth. Now this was like last year. Let me look. Let me double check on it. Let's see. It was on. It was in 2016 when this happened. Okay, 2016 when it happened. There was legal proceedings. Let me see. Victim background. I'm double checking because I actually think the trial wasn't that long ago. It was in 2019. Okay, so we got 6 years ago or so, 7 years ago. And then I believe, let me see. His appeals upheld the sentence in 2019, and Michigan Supreme Court declined to review the case, confirming the original sentence. This is what's funny. Well, not funny. There's nothing funny about this. Yeah, great Easter story. Well, you know what? He's in
That's what I
prison.
said.
He's in prison, folks. What do you want from me?
Jay's brain doesn't work like everybody else's, you guys.
I know. Well, he's in prison, so it's a win-win. We can do. Well, I can look at Matthew Pancake too. This one's just,
It's fine. We're just giving you crap, Jay.
I came across this and I got hooked on this. All right, over the past few days, because he's just such a douche. I mean, I've never seen the likes of. Oh man, such a douche.
Do they not like? Do we not get to hear the story? Is that why you told us everything?
Well, he's going to tell us a little bit of it, but
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if there was like another video that you watched before this, or
no, I've just watched his interrogation, a little bit of his trial, which was hard to find.
Okay.
News stories of it online, where it's funny because they gave him a $10,000 bail. All right, now bear in mind the guy wasn't dead at this point. He got a $10,000 bail with strict rules. Then he's seen on Facebook smoking pot on Facebook. All right,
my God.
Talking about he was the victim and whatnot, and all arrogant, smoking pot on Facebook. Then the judge calls him back in, all right, and raises his bail to $100,000. Well, his douchebag parents bail him out again, back at home, and then oh yeah, his parents.
That wouldn't be me. I'm sorry, but you'd have to be if one of my kids ever did anything like that to somebody, unless their life was actually in danger, they'd be having to learn a lesson. I wouldn't be just running down there like, oh honey, let me sign the house over for you.
Oh, his parents are so out of the loop in this deal, like so out of touch with reality. It's insane. Because he's gonna make a phone call to his dad and mom during this investigation. All right, it's insane. All right, but once again, biggest douchebag I've ever come across. Let's watch him for a little bit. Let's see what he has to say.
I was like, what are you doing? She was trying, like, he wouldn't go by me. He just kept riding my ass. So basically, I stopped for a second, and he started getting all mad and getting out of the car and everything. And I was like, well, I don't want trouble and anything. And he put his hands around my neck. And there was a thorough ass beating after that.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I was in self-defense, though.
You feel like what?
Self-defense, though, because he really did attack me first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did I do?
Oh, no, he was already down the street. He didn't see it happen, but he pulled right up at the last second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he really didn't witness anything, as a matter of fact.
Who else was with you guys? It was 3 of you.
It was like, and then my friend came and picked us up, and then he
driving, right?
What was he what?
The witnesses saw 3 people on ATVs and dirt bikes. So
there was only 2 of us.
Okay. Witnesses saw 3. So, what?
He's a good dude, you know.
What does he look like? Is he a black guy, white guy?
Real quick. Is like, how do I explain him? He's a white dude, got really long hair.
Okay.
I just want you guys to know that he had absolutely nothing to do with this.
That's fine. I love that. I wasn't there, man. So, he has really long hair?
Yeah.
What color?
It's like darker brown.
Hillman's friend took a picture of Hillman after the attack and posted it on social media. I just released another extremely intense interrogation on my Patreon. This time about a son of a millionaire.
Off the road. Like, it's a small dirt bike. He pulled up the side and he started pushing me off to the side of the road. Like, I almost crashed a couple times. And that's when I was starting to get irritated because, I mean, that's just disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had lights.
Mm-hmm.
And he clearly could see that I had lights, but, like, I don't know what he was so...
Was it already dark at this point?
Yes.
It was dark out?
Yeah. And he... Basically what happened is I asked him, like, why are you following me? Like, why are you... Cause I pulled over into a church parking lot to let him go by, and he stopped. And then I honestly think he was intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got out and he was slurring his words and everything.
Okay. This church parking lot, where is that? Do you know what church it was?
Thanks, Robert.
You said you pulled over. You tried to pull over in your church parking lot.
I gotta think what church it is.
I'm guessing he's making all this up
further
right
on
now.
52nd Street.
Well, this is funny because he's going to play into the cop, all right? Because the cop's going to know where he's at, and he's like, oh, you OG. All right, now later on, it's funny because the cop calls him out. He's like, I've never heard an alto kid, come down here talking and saying 100 and stuff like this, and you're talking like, well, kind of like you're from the hood, And he's like, yeah, I'm hood. I mean, we just, no, he's not. No, he's not. All right. He wants to pretend he is because the cop's like, see, I am. All right. And I used to walk the streets up where you're talking about. And he's like, oh, you're OG. You're OG. He just talks like this. It's insane. But then he does with his dad, too. It's crazy.
Honestly, I do not remember the name of the church.
Okay. So you pulled over and you said he got out of the truck?
Yeah, he got out of the truck and he was like, "What are you gonna do?" And
what does this guy look like? Is he like young dude or?
No, he was like maybe 35, 40.
Okay.
I believe he's 64 years old.
Wow.
I believe 64. I could be wrong. I'm thinking 64 if I'm not mistaken.
He got out of the car and he put
big guy or small guy?
Oh, he was a big dude. But he got out of the car and he put his hands around my neck like he was trying to strangle me.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, he was talking a lot of stuff.
Was anyone around besides you?
Oh, yeah, some other people pulled up.
Who pulled up?
I have no idea who those people were. They were just bystanders.
Did they say anything or?
Not really. They just looked.
They saw him put his hands around your neck?
Who could have?
Okay. But these bystanders, I mean, up after everything was over.
Yeah.
You said he wasn't involved in the beatdown, so how would he see when he put his hands around your neck?
Well, he was there at first, but as soon as the fight started, that's when he wanted to shoot out.
Okay. So he puts his hands around your neck, and
like it was like a really hard. It wasn't just like a play thing. He was trying to strangle me.
And then what did you do?
Well, like I used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer, so
he used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer. I don't think you can used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer. Either you are or you're not, but you can't used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer. That doesn't make sense, my friend. Also, I enjoy the denim jacket, you douchebag, and also his hair is not blonde, my friends. Oh, no. His natural hair color is brown or blackish. It's not blonde. No. That's not natural hair color at all. No. He's just extra douchey. Extra douchey.
Maybe it's Sunnin. You remember Sunnin?
He's just extra douchey.
he hit me in the face once, and then I just lost my shit.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like I really feel bad about it. Like I really don't like resorting to violence. Like I hate violence, man.
Sure.
But I just lost my temper.
Well, what did you do? I mean, you lost your temper. Did you yell at him? Did you spit on him? I don't know what that means. I wasn't there. So you lost your temper. What did you do? Explain the beatdown. What was the beatdown?
Well, basically, he tried to pick me up. He was like, and I can guarantee you he was intoxicated.
Okay.
And he got out of the car and he was like, what are you going to do? Tried to put his hands on my neck and everything, grab my neck. So I got him off me, and I hit him in the face a few times. He started to, like, stumble down.
With what?
With what?
What'd you hit him with?
My hands.
Okay.
And then,
bear in mind, his friends posted photos of Christian covered in blood on Facebook after the assault because he asked them to take pictures of it and share it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Dummy did.
That's crazy.
Facebook DMs, Jay. I'll check it out when I get a chance, Valor. I will, my friend. But I want to get through Christian Hillman today, but I will check it out, my friend.
basically, after that, I kept hitting him, and I was telling him to please stay down before I have to hurt you more.
Once McFarland was on the ground, Hillman began to kick it.
Please stay down. Summer's Eve. Yeah. Yeah, he was like, no, just stay down. I really don't want to hurt you more. That's always the smart thing to say. You see that all the time. This typically happens. I've seen this in a lot of battles. Well, the cops will see how they take things.
Well, I kind of lost control for a second, to be honest with you, officer.
Okay.
But like I think,
So then it sounds like you gave him a beat down, is the way you described it, right?
Yeah.
And then how did it end? What happened at the end?
Well, he was just laying there because I really knocked him out cold because I didn't want him to get back up.
Okay.
And so after that, me and my buddies just took off and went back to my house and sat down for a minute, contemplated what happened.
You and your buddies, I mean, you said it 3 times. I mean, who else was with you? You said you and your buddies at the beginning. You just said it. So who else was there? I know you're afraid that you don't want to get this person in trouble because he may have been there or not been. The fact of the matter is, it's 3 of you. So, I mean, we know this.
Oh, yeah, well, there was...
Okay.
But he came a little bit later.
Okay.
They do glitch out a few parts here when they're mentioning names, so sit tight.
Or you do the beat down and you go back to your place?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what was Ryan riding? What was his bike or ATV? What was he riding?
Oh, he wasn't on an ATV.
What was he riding with?
He was in a Jeep.
Okay. He was in a Jeep. Okay.
Well, that's terrible. Cat's Tiny Kitchen, I'm asking for prayers from all of you, or from you all. I was admitted through ER. I have a spinal infection that got serious. Then they admitted my hubby last night for pneumonia. Oh no!
Oh no, that's awful.
That's terrible. We'll be praying for you. My goodness, on Easter of all days, but of any day, it doesn't matter. My goodness, we'll be praying for Cat's Tiny Kitchen, my friend. Thank you,
I hope
Cat.
you feel better soon.
Yes, we will be praying for you. I don't know what a spinal infection is, but it sounds serious, and we will be praying for you. We certainly will. We certainly will. Prayers for you. Cat's Tiny Kitchen. Unlike the flea bags, I won't just say, prayers up! Now, Jeremy House is terrible.
Yeah. She's like, prayers up. Anyways.
No, prayers for Cat's Tiny Kitchen.
Yeah.
And of course, her hubby. Of course, prayers for Cat's Tiny Kitchen hubby, too.
Yeah.
Yes, sounds serious, but we will be praying for you, my friend. Even Denise Melaninoff says she will be praying for you as well, says Denise Melaninoff. So that's always good. It's always good when you got Denise Melaninoff on your side. And we hope to provide a few laughs for you, my friend. That's what we do. But yes, Cat's Tiny Kitchen. We're over here praying for you and hoping the best results come your way, as always. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And actually, just thank you for being here and watching our little show here that we have. Thank you, friend. Well, Dummy's doing a pretty good job over here.
So you guys go back to your house, and then what happened? Was your people at home at your house when you went back there?
We just got back, and we just hung out for a little bit.
You said you contemplated and talked about what happened. What were you guys talking about?
And what?
You said that after he was gurgling, the guy was gurgling, and you guys left, got out of there, and you contemplated on what had took place. What were you guys talking about?
Like afterward?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We're just trying to forget about it. Like, I lost my temper. I really hate being angry.
Sure.
Like, it's one of the worst things, the worst feelings, but...
How long, so what time is it by now, do you know?
Right now?
No, when this incident happened and when you left and got back home.
Oh, man. time is it right now?
It's like 1 in the morning now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, 1:20.
Man. I'm surprised you guys are still up at this time, to be honest.
What time did you guys get back from after riding? Do you know? You don't know. You don't know.
Oh, like, no, right after all that stuff happened, we drove.
Do you know what time all that took place or no?
Hi,
I
Maggie
was riding
May.
my bike, so I didn't really have time to look at my phone.
So then where do you put these bikes and ATV, and where did you put them? In the shed, or where did you put them?
Oh, they're in my garage.
Okay. So then you put those in the garage, and then what did you guys do?
Just same thing as usual. We'll just shut the garage door, shut the ATV and the dirt bike in there. Then went inside, smoked a couple cigarettes. Really, we didn't do much else, to be honest.
Then where'd you go?
Yeah, the food is a lot better in hospitals now.
Yeah,
And they have the good ice.
happy Easter, Maggie May and Renee's Retro Relics. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, my friend, Michael, of course. And thank you for being here. You know what? Actually, when I got my neck surgery, and I went to a hospital. Now, when I had my TIA, the food there was amazing. I mean, it was the best food ever.
I know, you can like order off a menu now and stuff.
Yes. Then when I had neck surgery, nope, not the same thing. It was horrible. The worst food ever. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I didn't care how bad my neck hurt. I wanted to get out of there so bad because the food sucked, something awful. Mom was bringing me up food. And yes, all I wanted to do was get out of that hospital because, yes, the food was terrible. But no, when I had my TIA, it was funny because the nurse came in and she's like, I was like, well, I don't know what to order. She said, I would order the steak because I don't know after the TIA if the doctor's going to allow you to have that again. So since this is your first meal, I would rush to get the steak. And I'm like, a steak? I'm like, hell yeah. So no.
What do you mean you can't have it again after you have a TIA? You can't eat steak?
Well, she wasn't sure if they were, because they didn't know what it was yet. So she was like, I don't know if you're done after this, so you should go all in. I think she was trying to off me. She was trying to off me. She me into doing something terrible. I think that's what was going on.
And when you had your neck surgery, you had the bad food, and you had Mama Hip smuggling runzas into the hospital?
Yeah. She was smuggling in candies and stuff, and I was like, Mom, can you bring me some gummy worms? And some Powerade Zeros, just like Jeremy Hill's drinks, you know.
Oh boy.
And well, I do drink Powerade Zeros. It's my favy. And yeah, so Mama Hip was bringing in some secret food, hiding it. All right, because most of the times they would bring me a meal, I would never eat any of it. It would all just go back, you know, and be like, it's disgusting. I'm not eating any of this shit.
Yeah, it has no flavor. You just put some coloring on it.
Yeah, it was terrible. But no, when I had the TIA, I'm getting omelets in the morning, and they make it with the ingredients I want. I got to pick out the different ingredients I wanted in my omelet, and I was like, man, I want to have a TIA all the time. This is amazing. I was like, man, this is the best mini stroke ever.
I know. When my dad had his shoulder surgery a couple months ago, he was like, man, this is better than food I've had for room service at some hotels before.
Yeah, that hospital was amazing. But yeah, neck surgery, no, not so much. I wanted the hell out of there as quickly as possible. It was terrible. It was terrible, I say.
My dad asked his nurse if he could get a late checkout. So he could order lunch first before he left.
Boy. The only worst part about it, now this was a long time ago. You know what? I'm not going to bring this conversation up. I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Oh, I went to, and my I'll be down here.
Appreciate you trying to come up with a story that, yeah, it was self-defense, and this guy grabbed me by the neck, and I don't have the forms with me, but do you realize there was an event at the church when this whole thing took place? You were so angry, you did not realize who was around, who was watching, who was listening. So, you know, what I said earlier, and I know you're concerned, you said, you know, I don't want to go, you got to be honest, okay? And I'm not yelling, screaming, I'm being just giving you the straight up.
You're being cool, bro.
I'm just, you got to be honest.
Be
You know,
cool,
I've done this job way too long to know, one, you're not giving us certain names because I think this might be your boy, you don't want to tell on your boy, blah, blah, blah. We're going to find out. So that's not going to help you out when we find, or if it was another couple guys, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the thing is, you're not being 100% honest, okay? Because there's two sides to the story, okay? One is yours, 2 and 3 is your buddies, 4 is the victim. So then you kind of look, all right, is the victim story going to match up to your story? But in this case, it's easy because we can take your story out and the victim story out, and we can talk to witnesses who don't know you and don't know the victim. So for a case like this, it's simple. I mean, we just talk to the witness. What'd you see? What'd you hear? Who did what? Who did what next? It's better than catching it on video because you have witnesses who don't even know you and don't know. It's different if I say, Christian, yeah, we got 2 witnesses. Well, who are they? Well, it's the victim's cousins. Well, then that doesn't make sense. Of course, they're going to say, you did this. These are church folks that's leaving a church, driving off, and witness this whole thing go down. And you guys didn't realize that they're standing watching this thing go down. They watched what you did, what you guys did. They heard what was said and what happened. And that's how we ended up there, is because they were the ones that called 911.
I think Christian's starting to get a little pissed off here. He doesn't seem happy. Him and his denim shitty jacket. Oh.
Right? Something tells me this isn't the first time he's done some stupid shit like this.
That's my guess. I would think mommy and daddy have bailed him out of shit before. Let's see.
Understandable.
So your story is not even close to what these witnesses, these poor folks, saw. Not true.
Can I get an attorney in here?
What's that?
Can I get an attorney in here? It's up to you. I'd like one right now.
Hillman is irritated that
he wants an attorney. Do you think he knows how this process works, Chop Chop?
Nope.
This is where it goes really bad for him because he doesn't quite know how the attorney process goes.
He thinks they're just gonna go get one out in the hallway.
Yep, that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks.
Idiot.
We're gonna put these.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's getting ankle cuffs and he says, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm getting my ankle cuffs. Seriously, he did this.
Are you sure they weren't uncuffing him from the chair, his ankle from the chair?
Nope, this gets worse.
Oh, no.
I never had these on before.
Yeah, you're going to have them on now.
Do you think that's cool? What's cool?
Having those on.
No, it's just a new experience.
Okay. But I mean, you almost like think it's like cool. Do you think it's cool to be here right now?
I mean, no, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool somebody put their hands on my neck too and threaten me.
Okay.
That's not cool.
But here's the other thing I want you to realize, okay? You asked for an attorney, so I'm not asking any questions. I'm just going to talk for a second.
Yeah,
okay?
Go for it.
All right? How old are you?
Yeah.
Okay? And you walked up in here, and you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
I did call him.
What I'm sitting here listening to, while I'm sitting here in my chair, is listening to a kid who thinks that he's just talking with two guys instead of understanding the gravity of why he's sitting in this room. Okay? Old. And you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not, because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand?
I will file a complaint on
Go ahead, do it. Go ahead.
Go give me my fucking lawyer, nigga. You think this
really? You see what I mean? Punk, sitting there calling me a nigger?
I never even called
one of my partners here?
I never even called you a nigga, bro.
Really? What did you just say? That's your problem. That's
Whoa! Cops going nuts. He is like, listen here, bitch. Let me tell you a story. And he is not taking shit from this moron. All right? And this kid's going to go on and on and on. Trust me. And he does not know the law. He's stupid as shit. And it doesn't get better. But I'm going to play it because I want to show how, yes, he's an arrogant punk piece of shit. All right?
It was peculiar on this one. Slap him around a little.
Oh, I'm going to let this damn thing play because trust you on me. All right? Christian Hillman is a piece of garbage. Happy Easter, by the way. I mean, happy Easter. Oh, damn it.
Wow. Michael's on fire today.
Thank you, Gracia. Thank you, Gracia. Yeah, he is a spoiled brat. Just wait till he calls his mom and his dad. Even they are like, it's just, they don't even know what to do. They're like, hi, Diane Chase. Sorry, I'm watching this douchebag on Easter. That sucks. But, well, that's what we do over here. I mean, good cop, bad cop. Well, they tried to play good cop, bad cop, and actually it just turned out to be major D-bag, you know?
Why you don't understand the gravity of why you're sitting in this chair at 1:30 in the morning. Old kid who thinks he's a tough guy. And you want us to sit there and believe that you're just driving down the road on your ATV and this guy's honking his horn and you didn't do nothing wrong? You got an attitude and it shows by the way you're talking to my partner.
He was a 5-year-old man. Hey, he also put his hands around me.
Okay. So you're going to say that to all these other witnesses saw what happened. And when we talk to your boys, I guarantee you their story isn't going to be the same. Oh, because they're going to look out for themselves.
Because they're not going to tell you shit, cuz.
Okay.
All right, well, the evidence,
The detectives deliberate.
They ain't gonna tell you shit, cuz. They ain't gonna tell you shit, says the Alto kid. They ain't gonna tell you shit, cuz.
I can tell you shit, homie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm gonna bring it 100. I'm bringing it 100 in here. All right, here's this white boy rich kid. All right, playing.
Wow.
Yes, no, the Christian Hillman story is one of the greatest stories of a terrible, terrible person who's a complete piece of shit. But I love watching it because I know how it ends. Not only does he get 100 years in prison, but normally eligible for parole in 15 years, right? But the judge says, no. Eligible for parole in 22 and a half years, not 15, my friend. 22 and a half years eligible for parole, but he keeps his antics up in prison. So therefore, this kid ain't getting out of prison, all right? This kid's going to be there forever, all right? Because he got 100 years eligible for parole, and even the state, all right, the recommendations are for him to be released in 15 years. Or, well, not released, eligible for parole in 15 years. But the judge says, no. I have judicial say in this. And I'm going to make it 22 and a half years all right, before you're even eligible for parole. All right, and he ain't getting parole, trust me. This kid is a D-bag. All right, and he is not, he can't shut his mouth. And yeah, oh yeah, he's a little B. But let's let this continue on. Let's see how things go. Because this interrogation of non-interrogation becomes huge in his court case. Oh, yes, it does. Because it shows what a D-bag he is. And how ignorant he is. Here we go.
Provoke Hillman and discover.
We're doing a search warrant at your house right now. Oh, you are, huh? Yep. Yeah. All right, we'll get my attorney in here. I have no idea who you're playing with. Yep. Oh, believe me, I do. The ATV, the bike is coming out of the garage right now, the blood all in the garage, everything. We have it all. There's no blood in the garage, cuz. Okay. Okay. You slipped up, buddy. You got a lot growing up. Oh, yeah. Give me an attorney. Bring an attorney in here. Oh, yeah, really? Okay. I'm going to sue the fuck out of y'all, niggas. We're not I have the right to an attorney, nigga. You do. We're in here right now. And you can get one. And when you go over to the jail, and then you...
He thinks that it's their job to get him an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
You get my attorney right now. No, when you go to jail, you get your phone call. You'll get, when you actually get, you haven't even been charged yet.
When you go for your arraignment, you get a random attorney who's ever doing the calls or the court dates for that morning. You'll get a one-time attorney, and then they'll assign you either a public defender after that if you qualify, or you have to hire your own.
Oh, trust me, he's going to call his dad about the public defender situation. Trust me.
I'm sure he is.
It's so stupid. All right? This is why I fell in love with watching this, is because he's such a piece of crap, but also because he's so freaking stupid. I mean, it's insane. I haven't seen somebody this stupid in my life.
You can call and get an attorney. Okay, what the fuck am I going to jail for? You'll find out. Big tough guy. You're tough guy.
What am I going to jail for?
You're some assholes, bro. What's up? That was good. Can I have a glass of water, man?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Just so you know, we're doing a search warrant at your house right now. So my boss is out there at the house. I got a search warrant. Magistrate signed it. So,
Look, I got nothing to hide in my house, man.
I know. I hear you, but I'm just letting you know what's going on. I mean, I don't want you to think that I'm bullshitting you or anything. I'm not.
Oh, no, yeah, you keep it 100, bro.
And there is blood inside.
He's keeping it 100, bro. He's keeping it 100, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just called them both the N-word, but
yeah, multiple times.
He's keeping it 100, bro. I mean, that's always nice. I do find that nice when someone keeps it 100, bro. When I talk to Chup, a lot of times we talk on the phone. I'm like, Chup, just keep it 100, bro.
Well, you didn't before, but I'm sure you're going to start now.
Well, yeah, all of a sudden I'm...
Yeah. It's going to be Jay's new favorite thing.
Every time I
keep it 100, Ketchup.
Every time I talk to Chup, be like, Chup, keep it 100, bro. I'm texting Saturn, like, keep it 100, bro.
Oh my God, if you texted her that, she would probably be like, What the hell? What is wrong with Jay?
Saturn, keep it 100, bro. Keep it 100. On the phone. I don't have your phone number, Happy. What are you talking about? What you talking about with us? Oh wait, no, that's a different show. I always keep it 100, bro. That's what I do. Gang, 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 gang. This kid sucks so bad, but yo, stick with us a little bit longer. It gets better. All right, he's such a piece of shit. All right, just sit tight.
That's inside of that garage, and
In my garage?
Chris. Okay. I don't know what other way to tell you, man. I'm not making this up. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know you're not making it up.
Inside of your garage, yes. There's blood inside of your garage.
Hillman was covered in blood, as seen in the photo his friend posted online.
Friend posted bloody.
Wow. Good job, G. You told on yourself.
And then his friends turn on him in the courtroom and in the interrogation room.
Of course. They don't want to go to jail for some dumb shit he did.
Well, they weren't even a part of it. That's why they turned on him. And, well, I think we'll get to that here, too. Because he's like, my boys ain't going to talk to you. You have no business even contacting them. They ain't going to talk to you. Oh, yeah, they did.
This ain't Boys in the Hood, bro. That was a movie.
That's what we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
And we're in the process of finding.
Or Menace to Society or something, you know? Like,
Thanks, man.
this is real life.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I understand. So what's going on with the attorney situation?
We don't get you an
We don't
attorney.
get you
You
an
ask for an
attorney.
attorney. That's on you to get an attorney.
Okay, but I'm supposed to be publicly appointed one.
Where's his publicly appointed attorney? Chop, chop.
They have one on standby, just waiting for him in case he gets arrested, you know? I'm sure he's on his way.
Dude, sit tight. You're publicly appointed attorney for the rich kid. And he's going to show up and walk you through this. He just said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want an attorney. They're not asking him questions. You'll go to jail, and then you get an attorney on your own. You'll figure it out. Right? He clearly does not know how this process goes. You know what I'm saying, brah? Jay's just trying. Ketchup's vocabulary. Look, now you have Ketchup saying bro, brah.
Oh, no. We say bruh a lot. Can't blame that on Jay.
No, behind the scenes, there's a lot of wig wearer conversation going on there based on
No.
based
Jay,
on
no. Stop revealing our secrets.
based on faves. It's the inside joke now that I love. If you know how many times we were talking about the wig wearers, oh boy. Oh. It's quarter pointed, you big dummy. I know. But he
Right?
needs to think, oh, trust me, Ross. The cops are going to handle this just fine.
He thinks that there was an attorney out in the hallway just waiting for him to be called in.
The cop says, bro, we don't do that here. Hang tight. This is good. Just douchebag.
You don't understand how the process works, do you?
It's not our job.
Well, whose job is it? Because I'm not
Your
about,
job.
I'm not about to answer a bunch more questions. I know
We're
my
not asking you any questions, Christian. Then what question have we asked since you said you want an attorney?
Well, I mean, the thing is, he put me in these for absolutely no damn reason. I'm just sitting here cooling.
Okay.
I don't understand it.
Now he's sitting there cooling, Chop Chop. He's just sitting there cooling, answering.
Yeah, he's cooling.
Yeah, now when you're normally there, why do I feel like he has a video of himself rapping? He probably does, Ross. He probably does.
Oh, I'm sure he probably does, and it's probably really terrible, and he thinks it's amazing.
But no, listen, this is very serious. He's just there cooling. All right. And I've been in this situation before where I was down, and, in the police office investigation room. I was just cooling, Chup Chup. Just cooling. And they were ringing me wrong, is what they were doing. And
Doing you wrong, Jay. It's doing you wrong.
yeah, they were doing me wrong, is what it's Vanilla Ice.
Even Vanilla Ice would denounce this guy.
in his crummy jean jacket. I denounce all jean jackets and always have. No, bad jean jacket. Bad jean jacket. No. No.
I don't own one myself, but
What? I know.
To each their own.
I know Rosalind Duke does. She likes her denim jean jacket. I know that for a fact. But outside of Rosalind Duke, not a jean jacket guy. No. You can't do this shit. Well, back to Big Dummy here.
You're being detained right now, okay? We're not asking you any questions, and it's not our job to call to get you an attorney. It's not our job.
Then whose job is it?
Yours.
Okay, well, I need my phone to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, they'll get right on that.
We're going to get the search warrant done, and we'll kind of decide what's going to happen next, okay?
How can we get a hold? Really? You guys don't need to contact them. They had nothing to do with it.
Well, here's the thing. You're not running this investigation, so it's not your decision on who we're going to talk to.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to talk to you.
How do you know? You don't know what somebody else is going to do.
Oh, but damn sure I do.
Okay.
By telling the detectives that his friends will not talk to them, Hillman has just let them know he has.
You don't have any mud flaps, Roz.
Listen, I've seen Rosalind Duke's jean jacket. I know this for a fact. She's a big fan of the jean jacket, is Rosalind Duke. She loves her some jean jacket. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh, shut up, Jay. Just press play. This is taking forever because you keep pausing it for every 2 seconds.
Well, but tell the detectives, though, that his friends will not talk to them. Hillman has just let them know that he has something to hide. That's what he just
has something to hide.
Hey, yo, get my attorney, too.
Hey, yo, we don't do that.
All right, well, give me my motherfucking phone so I can call my lawyer, nigga.
What?
Oh, wow.
He about to come in here and fuck y'all niggas up. I was trying to be polite as hell for the first thing. Y'all start asking me some questions and shit. Trying to be all nice to y'all. Then old Billy Badass over here thinks she has a bad, she's one bad motherfucker. Play that shit.
Well, he doesn't play that shit, Chop Chop. He doesn't play that shit. This is very important. It's very important.
That's okay. He doesn't have to play that. He'll have plenty of time to play other games while he's in prison.
Yeah, see, he does not play that shit. Very clear. Very clear.
What a dummy.
They should probably give him his phone and let him talk to his dad. That'll go well.
And I'm just going to let y'all know, too, that y'all not let me see an attorney, I'm going to sue the fuck out of you.
Oh, no.
What an idiot.
Y'all gonna lose some fucking bank, nigga.
They should make him watch this every day while he's in jail. Just like I think they should make Daryl Brooks watch his.
Bear in mind, no, he's not drunk. Rumor is he took a bunch of ecstasy that day, or Xanax. Xanax, sorry. Apparently he took some Xanax that day. Apparently that made him act this way. But
No, he's lying.
Well, that's what his friend said. Actually, his friends in the interview said, I believe he took a bunch of Xanax. They said, I don't do that stuff, so I don't know what it does to somebody, but that's my understanding of what he did. But they can't confirm or deny. They're just saying that's what we were told. That's all they know. And they actually were not on his side in this case. All right, let me make that very clear. They were not on his side. Rob Pate says, man, I'm drunk. Been playing the take a drink when Ketchup says, shut up, Jay game today. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. The shut up, Jay game. It's a fun game. They need to get him Daryl. He's the best lawyer ever. Well, he did have a wonderful lawyer. His parents paid top notch for his lawyer. And then he went to prison. It didn't work out well.
Okay, shut up, Jay.
Good word.
They gave him his phone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Call Dad.
You wanna know something that's got me super fucked up? What? You wanna know something that's got me super fucked up? What's going on? Well, right now I am in the Kent County Police Department. I am chained to the floor, and they were refusing me to give me an attorney. Well, what do you have to hire one? What do they charge you with? No, this is the thing, Dad. Like, literally, they will not get me a public appointed attorney, and that's their job. Because we can afford one. They don't have to get you one until after they're raining. All right, well, I'm not staying in jail tonight.
Rosalind says, what's his name? This is Christian Hillman.
Name is Dumbass Idiot.
And I came across him about 4 or 5 days ago. And I've been enthralled with this dummy's interrogation video. And then there's not much to his actual court case. They don't show much, but no, of course he's in prison. All right, he's a major douchebag, and yes, he even
Yeah, Clark has a point. Is that how he starts the conversations with his parents?
Yeah, this is typically how they start. Yeah, this is Christian Hillman, good guy, friend of mine,
role model.
Yeah, we grew up together. We were boys. We grew up together. We were B-boys. Valerie
He
says,
grew up kicking your ass, practicing on you before he beat up the old guy.
yeah, I can choke slam him. Yeah, I know you should choke slam him. He is such a piece of garbage, feller. He really is. But that's what he does not cry. He does not cry ever. No, he could care less about any of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this is Christian Hillman wrestling, dude. Wonderful individual, good guy. And now he's talking to his dad. He's going to get some good advice.
And I'm sorry, like, somebody's gonna have to bail me out.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you damn sure can.
What are you arrested for?
Well, for getting in a fight with that dude.
Hillman isn't truthful with his father and slants the story in his favor. This shows a very telling insight.
I'm fuck 12. I don't give a fuck about them niggas.
Christian, come on now. You know, you let things work for yourself just talking like that.
No, but the only problem, this is what I'm not understanding here, is they will not give me an attorney which is supposed to be present during this time. They have me shackled to the floor. I am not violent. I have no weapons. They have me fucking chained to the floor.
Christian, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know when we can get you an attorney. It's the middle of the night.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to come. Putting up with this bullshit much longer. I'm cussing these cops out. They think they're all really badass and shit, and they're really not.
But all this and this gets you in a lot more trouble.
No, I got freedom of speech. I can say whatever the fuck I want to those niggas.
Like, Christian, you're gonna be like that. I can't help you. I can't help you. You're gonna just get more trouble.
If you're going to be like that, I really can't help you. Now he does. In the end, of course he does. He's going to hire him the best lawyer that he can get him.
His dad should have made him sit in there until he broke and, like, was bawling his ass off, and then made him sit in there a little bit longer still before they helped him or even considered bailing him out.
Yeah, see, and here's the thing. His dad actually, for a brief second, was trying to be like the truth teller. Like, dude, seriously, you're not helping yourself.
Right.
And he's like, I can't help you if you're going to be like this. And then, of course, he does in the end. But just wait till you get to his mom. Oh, after this phone call, what's his next phone call going to be, do you think, Chop Chop?
I'm sure it's going to be to his mom, and he's going to be treating her like shit. That's my guess.
Just sit tight. Sit tight.
Alright, well, I need somebody to come bail me out. Alright, I'm...
Now he's calling mom. This is going to go well.
Hello?
You want to come down to the police station?
I have the detectives here right now.
Alright, well, what are they saying to you, and what are they searching?
For the clothes that you wore.
The clothes that were? Oh. Why did you let them in the house?
But they were worn.
Why did you let them in the house? But they had a what?
Me.
I mean, they were going to break down the doors if I didn't.
Yeah.
Seemed to be like a positive reason for me to open the door.
Yeah.
Mom is super cheerful here. This is insane. This is insane that the mom is super cheerful. Jay, you really need to invest on leveling out the floors in Ketchup's house. Judging by her avatar, her floors are on a 33% angle when she says, oh, yeah, Chop Chop, got to fix your floors in your house. You're walking sideways. 33% angle.
No, my friend was in the picture and I cropped her out, so.
Damn, I can't find his social media. No, it's been taken down. His social media included him doing smoking pot online while out on bail. The judge had him brought back in after this, raised his bail from $10,000 to $100,000, and his parents paid it again. And then he did the same damn thing. Went on Facebook and did the same damn thing. But it didn't matter because by the time that came out, then they changed his charges to murder. All right, so at that point it didn't matter because then he was going in. The game was done at that point in time. But yes, you won't find the social media. It's been deleted, but there are news articles out there on him where they show some blips of him smoking some pot and whatnot. Wonderful individual, good guy. All right, Christian Hillman, good guy, like him. Okay, well.
Oh, they had a warrant.
Yeah. I'm sure they don't want to wear your dirty underwear.
I'm sure they don't want to wear your dirty underwear. This is what Mom says. I'm very, very in tune to Mom.
Ooh, good idea, Clark. See, Clark knows that kind of stuff.
Well, let's see what Mom says. I'm sure she's going to be supportive.
All right, no. The thing,
This is not a laughing matter. I know. I'm sorry, Christian.
yeah, like I'm really fucking pissed. They have me chained to the floor.
They chained you to the floor?
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed.
Why would they chained you to the floor?
This is so funny. This is how clueless Mom is. She thinks that he's laid down on the floor. To the damn floor. This is how clueless Mom is. It's insane because she literally thinks this and then he tells her that.
Oh, man.
Mom's quite adorable, sort of, but actually, no, she's a raging bitch. But no, I mean, she's kind of adorable in this line of questioning with her son. So I gotta let it play.
Yes. If you come down here like right now and settle this shit out, so I'm not having it. They refuse to give me an attorney. They will not have a publicly appointed attorney come in here so I can talk with them. And that's my rights.
Yeah?
So they're breaking my rights. So basically, I'm coming back and I'm suing them for everything they had.
Gee, Christian.
Look. You got me fucking chained to the floor.
You're laying on the floor when you're chained.
Yeah. Please come down here.
Well, I have the guys here right now, so I can't leave.
Fuck those niggas. I need help. I need a lot more help than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but we can't leave. I can't even go downstairs in the basement or anything
Why?
because they're doing a search. Whereabouts are you anyhow?
I am at the Kent County Jail right now.
Neither of Hillman's parents sound like they want to get involved. His father can tell that Hillman.
Are you at the Kent County Jail House?
Yes.
Is that's what you call it?
Well, actually, damn it, hang on. I'm up. This is going to be a struggle. Listen, come on.
He's going to go reach out to the officers at this point. This is a very good idea. Very good idea. Pay attention here, Chup. All right, he's going to try and reach out to the officers to find out where he's at. Very important, very important.
Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather have you come.
I am going to.
You coming down here?
Yes, I am. As soon as I get a chance, I will.
All right, look.
Everything comes out here. And you're at the Kent County.
It's Kent County.
It's not with the sheriff's department. What's like precinct? Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Kent County Sheriff's. Yeah, I'm at the Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Bro, can you please get this shit off my way? And it's our policy.
I understand, bro. This shit's uncomfortable as hell, man.
Yeah, sure. It's not made for comfort.
All right, man. Yeah.
Because I do have to plug my phone in somewhere.
Okay. Well, I really need y'all to come down here and bail me out.
right, so when am I supposed to be seeing you?
Well, I don't know how long the gentleman will be here. So I don't know.
My phone's on low battery right now too, and I'm pretty much fucked.
Okay, well, hang up the phone and then I'll come down.
Well, actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna get. I'm sorry.
It'll be okay, Christian. Hang in there.
Hey, could you send?
She's not practicing law anymore.
She's not.
No, she gave it up to raise her kids.
Okay. Yes, I am supposed to be completely entitled to an attorney before they ask me any questions. They're refusing to let me see an attorney or anything, not even a publicly appointed one. So basically, I believe that they have no case.
You just don't have to answer questions.
Yeah, I'm not answering shit.
Well, you know what? The best thing you can do is just be quiet and cooperate as best you can.
I've been trying. These niggas are dicks.
What?
Well, you gotta stop calling.
Well, they pissed me off enough. Like, they're being some bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, well, if you don't cooperate, if you said he's in bed when he was acting tough and stuff, all that's going to do is it's all just going to go against you. And there's nothing I can do to get you out of there.
Alright, well, the thing is, I'm going to be out of here by tonight for damn sure.
I don't know how. There's nothing I can do.
Okay, actually, I'm going to start banging on this door and asking for an attorney.
Oh my god.
How are they going to find one for you?
What do you mean, how are they going to find them? They have public attorneys.
Yes, they only give you one of those. They ask you that during your arraignment.
What?
They ask you that during your arraignment. You have a right not to say anything. If you start saying anything, right, it's just going to get you in more trouble.
I just visioned the belly laughs on the other side of the door watching the camera. They're sitting literally within earshot of this. Trust me, they're probably not laughing because a guy eventually is going to end up dead out of this. All right, not at this point in time, but someone's seriously injured. But no, they are probably somewhat laughing at how stupid this kid is. He's just so dumb and stupid. I mean, it's insane. But that's why I felt the need to share this today, because I thought it would be a fun watch of dummy Christian Hillman. Thank you, Rob. And he gets to it later where the cops, he's trying to talk to the cop. He's like, I can read you your Miranda rights again, and we can have a conversation again, but I'm not asking you questions. All I want to know is why some alto boy is over here saying things like 100 and stuff like that and calling me a bra, and acting all hood.
Is that on here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, play it then. Why do you keep telling us everything before it happens?
No matter how often it is explained to
What
him,
time does
Hillman
Sheila come?
refuses to.
I'm sitting here chained to a floor.
Half hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
Well, I don't know. You got lawyers. I know you got people who can come down here.
Yeah, I can't get a hold of anybody. All the offices are closed.
All right. Well, I'm about to start bugging the hell out of these dudes till they get a public attorney, and I'm not answering any questions until then. I mean, literally, I'll stay in this bitch all night and piss them off, but I'm still getting free in the morning.
Well, we're gonna need to watch how you talk and not treat and stuff, because they can get you on that too.
And what, for what? Yeah, actually, you have freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want to a police officer.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Be quiet and calm like the innocent guy you are.
That's what I was doing at first until people started raising their voices at me.
Well, Christian, there's nothing I can do. I'm just giving you some advice. That's all I can do.
All right, well, I'm gonna call see if she can come down here.
I was gonna call Mom again.
I don't know what she can do.
She can come in here and chill in the room with me?
Oh,
That'd be pretty
no,
dope.
she can't.
Chill in the
Are
room.
you under arrest now?
What?
Are you arrested now?
No, they say I'm being detained.
Well, I don't know.
You can't just be having friends over or your mom come over and hang out.
Well, you can. I think there's still police at the house.
All of a sudden, it's like a sleepover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom can still come over because it's a sleepover. And she can hang out.
Can I call my girlfriend? I'm gonna have my girlfriend come up here and chill.
He's such a bitch. He's
He
such
is.
a bitch. I told you. We finished up Cardi B, but I told you I'd bring you gold. It's Christian Hillman. It's gold, my friends. This guy is a major douche. Call Mom. Call Mom. See how that works out.
Yeah, bring the PlayStation, Fabe said. And I need my phone charger.
She's gonna bring a pizza pie. Now I have to remind you of something that's very important. I'll just mute it. We'll let it keep playing. But this kid has a party to go to. Later on this day, he's got a party, so he very clearly needs to get out of prison. This won't get mentioned in this interrogation room, but no, it is clear he does have a party that he has to get to. All right, and as you can see, he's having trouble with his ankle, well, shackles that he thought was cool just a bit ago.
Here. You don't need any more water or anything? Oh, no, I'm all right, man. Say, bro, for real? Like, I'm sorry I called you, bro, but look, Christian, I get it, man. I'm not mad at you, man. You didn't apologize to me about nothing, okay? Just trying to do my job, that's all. Oh, I understand that. That's all I'm trying to do. I understand that completely, man. So, I mean, you requested an attorney. I didn't ask you any more questions. That's my job. Yeah. If you want to talk, we can talk. But if you want an attorney, I can't talk to you. But it's not my job to get you an attorney right now. I'm not asking you any questions. Now, if I'm asking you questions, you need to have an attorney here. I mean, this is your choice. And if you want to talk without an attorney, we can talk. If you want one, I'm not going to ask you any questions. But right now,
I'll be right back, Chup Chup, okay?
Okay.
we're doing a search at your house. So right now, we have to detain you until we figure out what's going on. That's all. That's what it's all about. That's right, bro. That white dude coming in here, bro, why are you being so reckless, bro? Man, he's big on respect. He's big on, unfortunately, you're not 52, so that gets under his feathers. Kid just kind of, and I say kid, young man, that gets under his feathers. So it's just, it's understandable. So I just want to go home, man. Cool. Because these ankle cuffs, man. Like, I kept trying to, like, go to, like, knock on the door, and I kept falling every time. I was like, ugh. Shit, my girlfriend probably left already. You got me off here.
No, she's still out there.
Oh, she is?
That's your girl?
Yeah, it's my girl. Yeah, she's a harder girl, bro. She keeps it loyal. I'm sorry, man. What was your name again?
Come on.
Hillman has shifted back to a more pleasant attitude. But if he thinks this will sway the detectives in his favor, he is sadly mistaken.
Come on, man. We talked on the phone. We shook hands before, and you still don't know my name.
I'm bad with names, man.
Marcus.
Marcus, all right.
What's your name again?
Christian.
It's okay.
No, all right. I always started getting into this line of work, to be honest.
Huh.
Well,
It just seems to me like being able to help people and everything, save people from situations and everything. That's always like something I'd like doing. You know, it's like whenever I have the opportunity to do something nice for somebody.
mm-hmm.
Just say, 'cause I believe in karma too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So I try to do as many nice things as I can for people.
Hey, Paramount.
How long do you think I'm going to be in here for, man?
He's trying to finesse this guy.
It was so funny when he says, and what's your name? He goes, Christian. He goes, yeah, no, I'm just joking with you. I clearly know your name. You're called the suspect. But
Yeah, like, I'm just letting you know that you're an ass and you're an idiot.
It's so funny. Hey, Paramount, how are you, my friend? And nothing about this is funny in terms of someone is now dead. All right, but no, is this kid such a freaking D-bag and so entitled? I mean, OMG. But no, we'll continue on.
Now I'm waiting for my boss to do what he's got to do at the house. That's what I'm waiting on.
Really?
Yes.
But I can't talk to you because you want an attorney, remember?
Oh, man, you can kick it with me, man. Yeah, we can just talk about some regular stuff, man. I don't care. I ain't got much else to do. You don't take my cigarettes out of my pocket? No.
You don't ask to smoke in here.
What?
I said, please don't ask to smoke in here.
No.
Unfortunately, it's against policy.
No, I got you, man. I wouldn't let it square in here.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it, man. As long as it's off the record, bro, because I feel like I can trust you.
All right. So here's my question.
Yeah.
You live.
Yeah.
You said yourself, man, I live out in the country, I live out in the rural area.
Yeah.
You talk like you live on Wealthy and Division. Where's this? You know, I am black, so I get it. But I mean, you talk like you have a different skin tone. I'm trying to figure out where is this coming from.
I've been in the hood my whole life, bro.
You better learn his whole life, bro. Listen here, my brother. I've been in the hood my whole life. Well, outside of the last 3 years. He'll get to this. But yes, yeah, no, he's straight up hood, bros. Straight up hood.
Clearly.
I love this officer calling him out, though. Like, dude, seriously? Like, I mean, you know, out here in these streets, gang. You ever seen Guapo?
Gang.
You seen Guapo show? You seen Guapo show? Gang.
No, I haven't lived out there. I only lived out there for like 3 years.
Where Where do you guys originally live?
We lived on the southeast side, kind of.
Okay. I just normally you don't see alto kids or alto.
Oh yeah.
People talk 100s and bros.
Man, I don't live at home, bro. And good looks on the water too, man.
Good looking.
Actually, I'm gonna call. If I go to like a jail cell tonight,
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
That's just whack, bro.
What's that?
That's holding a jail cell, bro.
I say I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. You came down here for us to talk to you. That's why we brought you down here.
Yeah, no, but I actually could be like a friendly talk, bro, and then he starts getting all up my face and everything.
That happened after you said you want an attorney, and you didn't want to talk to us anymore. That was all after. Prior to that.
Hey, Ketchup, I have a big question for you.
What?
Do you think that they're going to get him a double mattress?
Nope. And he's not getting a pillow either.
Well, let's find out.
No one was yelling. No one was screaming. We're just talking to you. No one said anything. We're just talking to you.
Most people do not realize how slow this process can be. Often, suspects can
I was just your tone changed when I started saying, you know, it's what I do. Your tone changed when I said, I mean, your story doesn't make sense. And then you're like, I'm done talking. Well, that's your business. You can do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, prior to that, no one's yelling, screaming, treating you like a grown man. That you are.
The only problem is, though, like, that I've had with, like, problems with police in the past is they'll really try to book you on anything. Like, they'll catch, like, a slight, like, mix-up in words.
Hey, I can respect hearing that. I'm not those other dudes.
Yeah, I feel you a cool
So
dude,
I'm
bro.
just getting your side of the story.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I get to call you out because some of what you said isn't true. So sorry. No different than if we're out in the streets and we're not in this situation, and I'm just some dude, and if I say, hey man, here's such and such, and you know it's not legit, you're gonna call me out on it. It's just,
yeah,
you know, and this isn't a crime of the century, but it is what it is.
6 years ago. This is 2019, maybe 7 years ago. I don't know. I might have went to trial in 2020. I just came across the interrogation video and thought it was funny as all shit because he's such a loser. I mean, like, major D-bag loser. And that's why I wanted to share it, because he's such a D-bag loser. Is Christian Hillman. Yes, Christian Hillman with two ends.
Two ends.
Much like Luthman. Yes, two ends. Two ends.
You know?
Yeah, man, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. If y'all think it's going to yourself, can you give me a double mattress?
All right, here's the deal. We're just kicking it, right? We're just kicking it. You watch way too much TV, dude. Like the whole getting you an attorney, and now you're asking for a double I mean, come on, man. We don't put in requests. None of that happens. It's not real. None of that's real. I mean, if you're locked up tonight, you're gonna get what you get. I mean, we don't.
Oh man, I've slept on worse, believe me, bro.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I don't get what this kind of facade is. I mean, it's like, no, we don't put requests in for a double mattress and your own room, and this isn't a hotel. I mean,
oh, that's not like a double mattress, bro. I mean like a double match.
They don't do that, dude. They just don't. No.
I mean, that's pretty whack.
not supposed to be plush and.
Oh, I know it's not supposed to be pleasant.
Well, chop. I mean, that's pretty whack if you think about it. Have you ever thought about how whack that is?
It's whack as hell, G.
Whack as hell, G. You know what I'm saying on my wiggle willers? Yes, it's whack as hell, G. You know they ain't giving out no double mattresses. What up with that? What up with that?
That
You
shit
know,
whack, yo.
I bet you he's gonna work out a deal when he gets in there. He's gonna trade some cigarettes for a double mat. A double mat. It's not a double mattress. They call it a D mat. A D mat in the big house. I was talking to Prison B. Prison B.
It's literally a mat.
Yeah, they
instead
call
of a mattress.
But yeah, they call it the D mat. The D mat when you get the double mat. You know, they call it the D mat. You know, that's what according to Prison B.
Oh man,
sucks so bad. Yeah, Ketchup got the slang. Ketchup knows what's up. Me and Ketchup, we were in the hood together. Me and Ketchup, we grew up together down in the hood. That's where we were. Me and Chop. Living the life on the streets, hard times.
You feel me?
Yeah, you feel us? Don't feel that closely, but no, seriously, feel us? Yep, you don't stop. Yeah, that's right. You don't stop up in here, up in this hood. No.
It's rough in these streets.
Yeah, you don't come climbing into my mug. You know what I'm saying? Up in my mug.
I put that on my dead homies.
I love tough guy white boys, fake gangers doing this shit. All right. Fortunately, he killed the guy, but no, I love it. I love this dummy being a dummy. It is terrific. But bear in mind, he's going to be in prison for a very, very long time. At least 22 and a half years, and based on his current behavior, I would say you can go ahead and add up 100. I think he'll be there for the full 100. I think he'll die there. Very clear, based on his mouth alone.
Yeah, if he still has this attitude, he ain't getting paroled.
Nope.
I just really don't want to go to jail, man. I got plans.
He's got plans.
We talked about that on the phone, and we were just talking, but you stopped. So
yeah, man. Like for real, bro. You a cool ass dude, bro. Like if you really want to talk to me about the shit, like I trust you, bro.
But you said you want an attorney.
I do want an attorney, bro, but it's just so many.
I can't talk to you if you want an attorney. I just can't. I mean, you're right. You said I'll talk to you. We talked, and then when I called you out on just a simple thing, you're like, I think I need an attorney. Cool. I mean, I'm not going to sit up and twist your words. I'm not going to, scare you in it. I go by the book. You want an attorney? You want an attorney. If you don't want an attorney, I can read your rights again and say, let's talk until you feel uncomfortable, and we can do that too. But I can't. And I'm not going to treat you like you're 10. I'll treat you like a grown man.
I respect that.
What happened out there on that street was grown man stuff. But I've been doing this job way too long, and the story wasn't 100% the way you said it. I got too much evidence to say otherwise. And if you freaked out and something happened, so be it. Let's deal with it and move on.
Yeah.
You from the hood, I know doggone well. you weren't there by yourself. I know this, but I know the fact you ain't gonna rat out your buddies either. I know that. Come on, man. I'm from the hood too. I know what it's like.
Yeah.
I get it.
I like that the cops now talking to him. They're like they're both hood buddies.
Yeah, he's working the angle.
This kid was never in the hood. All right, that's his ploy to be a tough guy. I mean, seriously, I've never met a guy from the hood wearing a denim jacket. All right, I mean,
Facts.
seriously, if there's any African American in the chat, tell me if the denim jacket is standard in hood life.
I mean, there is in certain outfits, don't get me wrong, but that's not one of the outfits, the one that he's wearing.
I do not think that this is this is not a hood life outfit. Right? But I could be wrong. I wasn't there. All right? I did grow up in a trailer park of one trailer by ourselves, just one trailer. We were the only trailer in the park. But yes, that's where I grew up. All right? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure this does not look like.
Yeah. Gangsters and hoodlums that wear jean jackets wear ones that have a lot more style, and they usually are matching with the pants.
Yeah.
It's like a whole fit.
Criminals and some of my friends sell records and some of my friends sell rugs. Gangsters and thugs, criminals and hoods. Some of my friends sell records and some of my friends sell rugs.
Okay.
You never heard that song before?
I don't know what song is it.
I can't remember who sings it. I don't know. It's called Gangsters and Thugs or something like that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. but this is the same thing. This kid is like such a hood rat, well, a hood man, he's in the
No, you had it right the first time. Hood rat.
Yeah,
he's a wannabe hood rat.
He's a hood rat. Yes, he is. Well, let's see if there's anything else from Christian here. It's good. Good word.
You said you had dreams. What do you plan on doing?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You said you have plans, like you have, things you want to do in life.
Oh yeah, I just finished my I actually got a 3.6 on my GPA from graduating from high school, and I'm taking a gap year between going to high school and college, and then I'm going to the.
Hillman is still unaware that whatever plans he has for the future will never be fulfilled.
What does your mom and dad do?
My mom doesn't work. My dad.
Good words.
Cool.
Y'all need to take some paintings up in here, man.
Chris, we've been through this. This ain't an art museum, dude. We look like putting art up here.
That should be gold, bro.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look, a nice little Mona Lisa right there. Yeah, I can deck this room out. Yeah.
That takes the room out. He's going to prison for the rest of his life.
So did you think I was lying about us doing a search warrant at your house?
Oh, hell no, bro. I believe you. She shot me by the man. I was like, oh, they have a warrant. All right.
Oh, you talking?
Yeah, they said they're walking through the house and everything. I'm like, well, have fun. There is not shit in there.
Yeah, other than all this bloody clothing.
I think there may be a bong somewhere.
Yeah, well,
Ain't the bone, please. I don't care about no bones.
Hey, bro, would you mind grabbing me another glass of water?
Nope.
I do it myself.
Not a problem.
Do it myself, but this guy is such a prick.
Hey, Venom.
So if I were to actually be like incarcerated, could it be like a bail
Hey, Mama Bear Leah.
or a bond?
How the process works, Christian. If you're arrested, okay, you go over to the jail, then you have to see the judge or a magistrate.
Yeah.
That's when you're arraigned. At that point, judge or magistrate will ask you if you want your own attorney, court-appointed attorney.
Excuse me.
At that point, the judge or magistrate will ask you, do you have your own attorney or want a court-appointed attorney? At that point, you will be assigned an attorney if you want just a public attorney. Okay? So, but because I'm not asking you any questions related to this case, we're just sitting here chilling.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I just wanted like a appointed attorney to come in here, but I actually have my own attorney, but she is out of town right now.
Well, attorney's out of town. That's where we're left, Chub Chub. he goes to prison for life.
Does he take a plea deal or what?
No, he doesn't. He claims self-defense. All right. He claims self-defense, and then he is quickly found guilty, and he is given.
He had a trial.
I think it was 2 days. I struggled to actually.
Oh, what an idiot!
I struggled to find footage of this actually. To find actual footage. I mean, I found clips and pieces, but he never takes this. All right. Even
what a dummy, though.
No.
Why would he go to trial? Oh.
No, he never says a damn word. But no, he gets the recommendation, of course, from the court is always 100 years, 15 years, based on what he's sentenced on. Now, I'd have to go look it up. 15 years for what do you call it?
First degree intentional homicide.
No, I mean to get released on 15-year parole.
Oh, parole, yeah.
Yeah, he could be eligible for parole in 15 years. However, the judge said, no. 22 and a half years for you, my friend. That's what you get. 22 and a half years. Not 15. All right, so then he was even more pissed off because, of course, like the judge gave him the hammer. You can't do that. That's insane. That's insane. And the judge was like 15 for normal people, but you suck so bad. You get 22 and a half. And he appealed it. Guess what happened then, Chop Chop?
What?
They said, denied. 22 and a half seems cool to us. That's just for early release or parole. All right. There's no chance it's going to be granted because he's a douchebag who put a teardrop over his left eye for the person he killed. Right?
Yeah, he's an idiot. And you can't get paroled unless you take full accountability for what you did.
Exactly. He's a major D-bag. And that's why I wanted to share that today, because I'm not covering his trial. I just wanted to cover his interrogation today, because we finished up Cardi B. All right, she was found innocent, and she's my friend. Yep. Prayers up, Cardi B. Prayers up. Prayers up. I always call her CB. Prayers up, CB. That's what I always call her. And when she talks to me on the phone, or when she texts me, she's always like, "What's up, J-Hip?" And I'm always like, "What's up, CB?" Because we're buddies. We hang out. We talk all the time. Right? What, do you talk to Cardi ever after the show?
No.
Oh. I thought after we did a 5-part episode on Cardi B, you'd be like, "What up, Cardi B? What up, CB?" But no, she does reach out to me. We're friends. Of course. She's really helping grow my channel of negative, as my channel just goes backwards these days. But
well, you should start, following Fleabag's footsteps, because according to Mo Magic's fake pictures that she's making, Fleabag's killing it over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to start branching out to different content. I tried it, and now look, I'm stagnant. My whole show's stagnant. Nobody shares. Nobody shares. Nobody tells their friends. Just J-Hip and Chup Chup are cool. I don't know why. Why? You don't like Chup Chup? Why? Why don't you share? Tell your friends. Well, I'll just stay stagnant right here. I'll never get to 5,000 subscribers and just be sad for the rest of my life. And eventually it'll be like 9 streams, then 8 streams a week, then 7.
We could have broke through to the big time if you wouldn't have messed up the members only.
Yeah. Then 6 streams, and eventually I'll just be milquetoast. I think Jeremy's holding you back. Yes, I'm slowly turning into milquetoast, where eventually it'll just be 1 stream a month, where I remind everybody, like, "Hey, look, I got 450,000 views." Oh.
And I still don't know how to use my computer equipment.
325,000 views after 17 years on YouTube. Congratulations, milquetoast. By the way, I do want to thank you all for nearly 460,000 views in 13 months on YouTube. Thank you, my friends. You're all wonderful. I appreciate you. I hope you like her content. We finished up Cardi B today, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed Christian Hillman being a moron. That's always fun, because he's a moron, an idiot. And I wanted to bring that. He caught my attention this week. I don't even freaking know how. He just caught my attention this week, and I was like, oh my God, this will be a good follow-up to Cardi B. This will be a good one. And I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed it, because he's such a D-bag. And yes, he will be in prison for a very, very long time, if not forever. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, you know what, Chup Chup?
What?
Have you ever watched the documentary Pain and Gain?
No, I don't think
It has The Rock in it.
Oh, maybe.
Pain and Gain, where and this involved the South. Hang on, I gotta pull this up. We might have to cover this. Hang on.
I was just thinking, you have one of those JPal accounts. You should write to Christian.
Let's see. Pain and Gain was the Sun Gym Gang. Oh my goodness, we might have to actually kind of cover this a little bit, because this is a true story. They made a documentary out of it with what's his face, with Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, I don't know if I saw this.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is a great one, actually, because it's somewhat true. All right, but no,
True story movies are my favorite.
yeah, the Sun Gym Gang, a group of bodybuilding ex-convicts convicted of kidnapping, extortion, torture, and murder in Miami in the mid-1990s. It stars Wahlberg, Dwayne Johnson, and Anthony Mackie as members of the gang, with supporting roles played by all right, but this is based on a true story, and the plot is in 1994, ex-con and bodybuilder Daniel Lugo is hired by Sun Gym owner John Messi as manager. Lugo befriends trainer bodybuilder Adrian Dorbal, who was recently rendered impotent from steroids. He envies the earnings and lifestyle of Victor Kershaw, a member he begins to train. Inspired to be a doer by motivational speaker playboy Johnny Woo, Lugo plans to extort Kershaw for his assets. He recruits Doorbell, who seeks financial resources to pay for erectile dysfunction treatment. This is true.
God.
He manipulates Paul Doyle, another ex-con and born-again Christian struggling with drug use, into joining the plan. Doyle, who had been staying at a church after leaving prison, assaults the priest at the church for making homosexual advances on him and becomes more intertwined with the gang. Actually, yes, this is a good movie. Pain and Gain is a good movie if you have not seen it. Pain and Gain is a solid movie, and I wouldn't say it's 100% true. I would say it's 84%. I mean, they're making a damn movie here, but a lot of it is very freaking accurate on what happened. So I would say if you're looking for something to do on Easter, Pain and Gain is the way to go. You got Mark Wahlberg and you got Dwayne The Rock Johnson there. What more do you need on Easter? I mean, there's gonna be some nudity. There's gonna be some hookers. There's gonna be a strip club. I mean, I don't know what more you're looking for on an Easter other than this. I mean,
not really like a family movie though, Jay.
Well, I don't know. Is Saturn and you gonna sit down and watch this one? It seems like
Probably not. No, probably not.
Well, see, the Sun Gym Gang kidnaps Kershaw, taking him to a small warehouse. Although Kershaw identifies Lugo, the scheme proceeds as planned. Under duress, Kershaw makes calls to provide explanations for his disappearance and transfers all of his assets to Lugo. And Messi is bribed to notarize the documents in Kershaw's absence. After collecting Kershaw's money and assets, the gang attempts to kill Kershaw. They stage a drunk driving crash, burn his car, and run him over. Unbeknownst to the gang, Kershaw survived. He lived. Then they went to the hospital to try and kill him again there. This shit is not a joke. This happened It's amazing. All right, but I understand that the movie is embellished a little bit. But actually, a lot of the shit is true. Like when they eventually kill a porn creator and his wife, and then they chop off their hands, and then they're roasting their hands on the grill to get
What
rid of.
the hell kind of stuff do you watch, Jay?
This is one movie. One movie. All this shit happened in one movie.
This is not my kind of movie.
Oh, it will be. It will be. Pain and Gain is one hell of a movie. But see, they dismissed Kershaw's story because they forced him to drink so much alcohol, they assumed him to be drunk. Also, he was from Colombia, known for drug trafficking. So they ignored him. They ignored him after the Sun Gang ran him over, all right? Ran him over, stole all of his money, and they ignored him.
You are lying.
No, this is true. Kershaw. All right, takes his advice as the gang arrives and hides in a cheap motel. This happens, okay? Now the gang, does spoil themselves with Kershaw's riches. All right. Lugo takes over Kershaw's car and home and begins integrating himself with Kershaw's neighbors. All right, Doorbell marries Robin, the nurse, treating his impotence.
Oh, Jesus.
And Doyle abandons his sobriety, blowing his money on Coke and Serena, who is a stripper and Lugo's ex-girlfriend, who believes he and Lugo work for the CIA. This happened on the stand, all right? She believed that Lugo and him work for the CIA. Now the private investigator DeBose tells them it goes to meet Lugo under the guise of a personal training client. This is true. All right. And so, anyways, Doyle and Dobo, having gone broke after excessive spending, plan another kidnapping with Lugo. They target Frank Gringa, an owner of a phone sex operation, and lure Gringa and his girlfriend, Christina Fulton, to Doorbell's to propose an investment scheme. The discussion breaks down when Gringa points out that he distrusts Lugo and his friends due to their obvious lack of knowledge on running a business. During the ensuing fistfight, one of Doorbell's weights falls on Gringa's head, killing him. Doorbell accidentally kills Christina by overdosing her with a horse tranquilizer. In the chaos, well, of course, they dismember the bodies and dispose of them in a swamp. Doyle, perturbed by the violence Lugo promised would not happen, leaves the gang and returns to the priest's church. The police learn of Gringa and Christina's disappearance, and with evidence from Du Bois, the private investigator, plan to arrest the Sun Gym gang. Now the police arrest Doyle at the church, Doorbell, Elm, and Messi at the Sun Gym. Lugo flees in Kershaw's speedboat. This happened. Deducing his destination, the police, DeBose and Kershaw, fly by helicopter to the bank in Nassau that Kershaw uses as an offshore account. Lugo slips away from authorities but gets run over by Kershaw and is finally arrested. Yes, he runs him over in his own car. At the trial, Doyle gives a full confession, incriminating. All right, that would be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson gives a full confession incriminating Doorbell and Lugo. Robin, upon discovering her husband's criminal activities, divorces and also testifies against Doorbell along with Serena. And also, she mentions how he can't get it up because of his steroid use. Oh, yes, you don't fuck with the ex-wife because she makes it very clear that is a very small penis. All right? Public court. Now, Luger and Doyle was sentenced to death, while Doyle and Messier sentenced to 15 years. Doyle served 7 years and rededicated himself to Christianity, while Messi died in prison. There you go. Now, that is kind of the premise of the story. That's the plot of the story. Most of this is 100% true. That's what happened. All right? But it was a fun story. Pain and Gain. Go watch the show. A majority of it is true. They do have to add in other stuff for effects and everything like that. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed the little story time with just Jay Hillman telling about a documentary I watched, Pain and Gain. There you go. 100 people here, 100 likes, I assume. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you for being here, all of my friends. And yes, and by the way, where did that go? Where'd it go? I saw something. Where'd it go? I don't know. Look forward to the exclusive interview with Clark Stark on the Just J Hip Show sometime next week. Just J Hip and Clark Stark and Chup Chup, or maybe Star and Clark Stark. Well, I don't know what day it'll happen, but yes, we will.
I just asked Clark to come on. Star can come on too, but I
Well,
invited Clark.
Well,
You're
no, I
gonna cut
meant
me out?
no. I meant Saturday.
I quit. I'm leaving. I'm
No,
done.
I think Saturday Star's going to be back. So if it's Saturday, I think I mean, you can be on too. I don't know. I think I'd like to give you a day off, Chup. So
That's fine. I'm totally cool with Star being on whatever day she wants. But
yeah, no, just Saturday. I think she might be on this upcoming set. You can be on too.
He didn't say Saturday though. He said sometime next week.
I know, that's why I said either Dre and Star or Jay and Chup with Stark. All right, with their Stark. All
You're
right,
just
whatever day it is, whatever
jerk,
day.
jerk.
No, I wasn't being a jerk. I was saying whatever day. Damn it. I gotta go. Sheila's gonna be here any second. I gotta go. Have a great Easter, everyone. Thank you, my friends, for being here. Thank you for the gift of membership, super chats, hugs, likes, and just being my friend, and the slight taps on the ass that you occasionally give me and Chup. We appreciate it. Thank you. And as we always say over here, Chup.
Shut your ass.
Of bad. Shut your ass.